This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Might be your worst take, bro.
Hello, everyone.
To be fair, I don't watch Disney.
Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lord.
And Lido. And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo!
There's no way you just said that, bro.
I don't watch Disney movies,
Oh, man.
like the past whatever years.
Y'all, drop your favorite Disney movie songs in the chat, and I guarantee you not a single one of them says the song that you said.
I'm being real with you. That's probably going to happen because the past whatever years I have not watched any Disney movie.
Man.
Like,
Where's the kid in you, bro? Is he lost?
no, he said he's just doing other things. Like,
You taking care of him?
he's in the anime.
He's into anime.
He's watching anime.
That's a good answer. That's a good
Yeah.
answer. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
I missed y'all.
Yeah, we missed you. Kind of. Should we talk about Momocon?
Yeah, we can talk about Momocon. We can talk about the twins last episode.
Yeah, the Twins last episode.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I told you, bro, Twin Takeover was pretty dope.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Sorry for the names. I'm just going to get that out there again.
Listen, bro, we're going to get a reading sponsorship soon. We have to at this point.
Hey, man.
Better reading.
Yo, I will say this, though. I genuinely enjoyed
Genuinely?
watching you do your thing.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, you know me and, like, Sebastian always say, you're mad funny when you're not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And, like, bro, it was funny. I laughed a couple times. I laughed out loud.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I laughed a few
Okay.
times too, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I kind of felt though I took Twins take over everything, but like, did I let Lionel get his part in? Because I feel like I talked a lot, and I
Nah.
overshot over Lionel a little bit.
Nah. Maybe you could have
I
paid
think a
attention to
little
the
bit.
super chats a little bit better. my boy, we had a $200 super chat. By the way, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I
Marv was
appreciate
like,
that.
yo, you got a $200 super chat. And you were like, yeah.
I couldn't. So I'll be honest with you.
So,
I am
like,
so sorry.
what do
I
we
didn't
got
see
next?
it. I couldn't see it because I lost
Bro,
track.
you didn't have to see it. Marv said it was $200.
But I didn't read I didn't get to see the name. I
Is
was
that
shut
the
up.
highest super chat we've ever gotten? I think
Nah,
so.
nah. It was
I think
we
we
had
got, like,
Celestial Donkey.
the 500,
and
right?
Oh,
Strahd,
yeah, I remember.
who did like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they told us the limit of what YouTube super chats could be, which we're super grateful for.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So I'm so sorry. I lost track, and I know Marv did have my back with that, and I just fumbled. So
Yo, shout out to Marv. He got a mic now.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
Hey.
We improving over here.
Yeah.
Y'all, like the stream if you haven't already. We're at 213 viewers right now, but only 58 likes. Please hit that like button.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, Momocon was fun. So shout out to our boys, Life with Anime podcast. Shout out to Anime Sundays. Shout out to Shonen Showdown and
Mugiwara no Goofy. Yo, he
Mugiwara no Goofy.
popped up out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, bro.
Super dope.
Bought him a drink. He bought Seb a drink.
Yeah, man.
It was a lot of good times. I would say we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
And Momocon, I'm gonna just say it off jump. Momocon is so much better than Anime NYC and Comic Con.
I'll say this. As far as the cons themselves go, I didn't see a major difference. As far as the nightlife after party turn up, it's not even close. Momocon is crazy, bro.
Momocon was exciting because one, it's not everybody don't stink. Two, the women on average
Oh my
are
god.
chef's kiss.
Oh man.
3, I will say it is much bigger.
Yeah.
Like the
layout.
the layouts, they had levels to it. They had panels for each floor. Like the exhibition floor was humongous. They had like a gaming center where like they have console games and like arcade games, and like it led to a whole nother spot that was huge as well, where there was like 2 people wrestling, and then they led to another spot where all the art gallery people are that you could buy stuff. I was like, bro, this is so much walking. The only thing I knock it for, the only thing is that they don't have like liquor or alcohol stands
that was crazy.
on every floor. It's literally in the beginning of entering the building.
That's
and
such a major design
it's
flaw,
such a major walk. Like I gotta walk like 3 miles to reach it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot, but that was the only bad part. But everything else was amazing, bro. We had so much fun.
Yeah,
I
it
really
was super
enjoyed
dope
myself.
connecting with the guys. It was
Yeah.
my birthday weekend. They showed me mad love, so I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Joe, Preston, Rob, Jared, Moogie. I don't know Moogie's real name. I just realized that.
I forgot. I think he said
What
it.
is that? I just realized.
He probably wouldn't even care.
Justin, Shay, all of y'all.
Yeah,
Appreciate y'all. Seriously, it was a whole lot of fun.
yeah.
And
We had a lot of fun.
yeah, we turned up, bro.
Yeah,
Larry
we did
fell in
turn
love,
up.
low-key.
I did not.
Yeah, we
bro. Stop saying this,
Shout out to
bro.
Kiko Black.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop doing this, bro. You
Larry caught a
enjoy.
shirt.
I did catch a shirt.
You were supposed to wear the shirt.
Yo, they made this whole they made this whole thing about me liking some girl,
Yo.
which I mean, I think every girl looks good. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? I love
she-
women, right?
Yeah, you should have seen
And they
Larry's
were like,
face when she popped up on stage.
stop,
bro.
bro. Stop saying that, bro.
He was like,
Stop, bro. Stop saying that, bro. So
Joe
the whole,
dropped today?
Yo,
Yo,
no.
yo, yes.
Yo, they be making me simp out like I'm Sanji. Like that's
Yo,
not what it was.
Sanji, when you saw Nami, yeah.
Bro.
So basically, what happened was they kept initiating this thought. They made it a meme where they were like, "Yo, you so in love with this girl, yeah." And then all of a sudden at night, we seen her 2 nights in a row. We seen her the first night, and then we seen her the second night at another event. And then she throws a shirt in the air. Nobody goes for it, and it lands on
She
me.
threw it at you, bro.
And I catch it, and I'm like this. I'm like, yo, this cannot be happening, bro. So then they come back and they were like, yo, you got her
She
shirt.
threw the
yo,
shirt
she
at
threw
you,
it at
bro.
you, bro.
She was
And I'm
throwing it at you,
come on,
literally.
man.
She just
Stop
started
it, bro.
at
You feel me?
Stop, bro.
can't.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Listen, bro. I will say this. Every female rapper that went on that stage was
Yeah.
dope.
Anime Renee was dope.
Anime Renee was dope.
Yeah.
Kiko was dope. I think even one of the dudes that host, I forgot his name. He's Jared's boy. Troop.
Yeah,
He was dope.
He runs Trap Sushi. Yo, if y'all ever in ATL, go to Trap Sushi. It's super fire, bro.
Yeah. So listen, man. It was a great time. I will greatly say, we had a lot more in common and a lot more fun with content creators like that. Unfortunately, compared to like the ones that are usually like just on YouTube and I will say this, it's a major difference. It was a lot of love. A lot of love.
A lot of loves. The vibes.
And shout out
was
to
immaculate,
Jared, bro.
Yo, bro,
One.
he the mayor of Atlanta, bro.
Yeah, he capped in Atlanta.
Bro, shout out to Jared. Anime Sundays, bro. It was up every day. He's like the Slurm Slug, bro.
From Futurama.
From Futurama. He party, turns up every single second. He has connections to go anywhere you want to. He had to skip this giant line in VIP, like to get to VIP. Bro, shout out to Jared, bro.
Yeah, very appreciative of him and his efforts to like make us comfortable. Because he even texted me, he was like, "Yo, you're good."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Dude,
that's a lot of love.
He was like on stage. I would hit him up, and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm in this panel room. Pull up." I'm like, "How you even get this text?" You're like right now live. Like how we're live. It's like, nah, hold up. Let me send this text real quick to my boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, he showed us bad love.
I would
man.
say there was a lot of endearment, and
Yeah.
it was very, very sweet. Like most of those guys are just amazing. They're very
awesome.
fun. They're very positive, and they're just very loving.
And they work, bro. Rob was grinding every day.
Yeah.
Like 8 hours with the anime tier list
Respected
board.
Rob a lot
Dude,
because of
it's
that.
crazy.
'Cause
Shout out
he-
to Justin, man, on the
Yeah.
camera too.
Justin too on the camera.
So they real.
Yeah, because
awesome.
they were out there. They were working. Like we were out there to meet up and just hang out with them.
Yeah,
they
dude.
were like, "Yo, we working."
They was all working. Dude, Life with Anime, they were like recording full episodes after we partied, like in the morning, and then was like, all right, let's link up at Momocon after we just recorded.
Wow.
I was like, damn, me and Larry slacking. That's all I kept thinking. I was like, I mean, I was out there for work too, but like, hey man.
Hey man, it
I had
was
a
a
great
good time.
time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Awesome.
But anyway, guys, we're here for today's chapter,
Yeah.
right? So Let's get ready for an exciting experience. Today, we're diving right into the official release of One Piece chapter 1115. We'll be reviewing, taking your calls, we will get there, and engaging with your super chats. It's going to be a fun ride. If you haven't supported us yet by liking this video, please do. If you wish to interact with people like us, join our Discord. I'd like for you to join. If you can't watch us at home, watch us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to rate us 5 stars. And leave a nice comment. It helps us a lot. We will read all your super chats organically. They will not go unread. And we apologize in advance if we don't get to them on time. If you want to send us mail, God damn it, I forgot Nerdtaku's mail. It's been
Taku,
3 weeks.
In Larry's defense, we had a flight. We was out late the night before the flight.
Oh my gosh.
Today was a rest day.
I feel so bad. It's been 3 weeks since he sent it.
I'm gonna remind you next week.
Yeah, can you please?
I'm gonna make sure I remind you.
Yeah, I feel so bad now.
Taku, I got you.
All right, if you want to send us mail to open up on stream, our PO box is in the video description below. Thank you for always supporting us. Now, let's say what's up to chat, read some super chats, and then hop into the anime. Yeah. So we'll read super chats until 6:25.
Okay.
And then we're gonna jump into the chapter. I want to get through the chapter. We'll do super chats. We'll do chapter, super chats, chapter finally, and then the rest of the super chats, and then phone calls. I know it seems like a lot, but I promise you it's not.
There's like too many super chats for me to see who's in the chat, but I'll try. What's up? I see Dale Thomas. I see Blazer, Trev, Brooke the Celestial Dragon, Cuban D Law, MJ, Sheldon, Morningstar, KSG2, Kirby, Vista Go Handle Roger? What? Red Eye Itachi, Gifted, 1097, Dragoness Desolation, Shankdom, Toby, Anthony Herrera, Kaizo Kuzoro, Henry Coleman, Braden White, Twilight, AXM, Spence Clamps, Great Son, Quavo. We're going to try our best to get the calls, Quavo. All right, we're going to try our best. Kevin Salinas, what up, Kat? No One Special. Skylance, what up, Sky? James Hudson, what up, Pig? Just so many y'all in here. Please like the stream if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm.
Mashe!
Yeah, and Mosh, man. Shout out to Mosh.
Hey,
Mosh would have loved Momocon.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have been in heaven.
I wish Mosh would have went with us. That would have been so much fun.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, we got a couple super chats sitting. We got 5 from Anthony Herrera. It says, BBL 7. BBL 7.
That's a good one.
5 from our guy Mosh DMC. If y'all haven't followed Mosh, please do. He's dope on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and all the platforms that you need him on. He does YouTube, he does One Piece content and others. 5 from Mosh, it says, see the brothers soon, can't wait. Would love to have Mosh back.
Yeah, we gotta hang out with Mosh.
He gonna be on the baddest waifus in?
I'm hoping. I haven't reached out to any of them yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. We got another 𝐽𝐭 subscription from MJ. That is our highest tier of membership. So enjoy all that becomes with being an emperor. Another 5 from Skylance. It says #Twins Takeover. I hope y'all enjoyed that episode. I did.
I did too.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Another 5 from Anthony Herrera. Lawrence, don't let Larry and Seb bully you with a skull emoji. Fight back. #Get up.
I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused.
Yo, Meek gotta just stop being on social media, bro. We got another 2 from MJ, our newest 𝐽𝐭. It says, it's midnight and book club is back at it again. MJ, where are you at that it's midnight right now? Another 4.
Probably London.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Another 4 months to 𝐽𝐭 from Roy Stokes. It says, let's go. Looking forward to another great stream. Thank you, Roy.
Thank you.
Another 5 from Off-Brand. Do you think Addendum Mushi can have Conqueror's Haki, or can the user use it impersonates past... The user who uses it impersonates pass through the call? The twins were great last episode. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I didn't fully understand the question. I guess
So basically, can Denden Mushis have Conqueror's Haki?
via the person utilizing it or them themselves?
Them themselves.
I
I don't think we got an animal yet that had.
Papagu, bro.
Who?
Papagu. The starfish from Fishman Island.
You think he has conquerors?
No, I'm saying like,
He
is
has
it
at
possible?
least some sort of will that manifested
If it's
into
possible,
sentience.
then yeah.
No, I think animals could have hockey, but conquerors is a different animal.
That's racist.
Nah, that's kind of racist.
I just realized
Yeah,
that.
that was a
That's
little
kind of
racist.
racist. Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
You're basically telling me Chopper could never have Conqueror's Haki.
You probably no. Chopper would not have conquerors.
But I'm not saying he does. I'm saying you're saying that he just can't.
You acting like that dugong that put Law down. Couldn't have.
Yo, that's a
contact
conk
hockey.
if I ever see one, bro.
Yeah, bro. He stepped up, bro.
You mean the filler episode?
Hey, man. There's a filler conqueror out
You
here.
ever want to get filled?
Okay.
Okay, my bad.
There you go. No, they mentioned about that. Like, this is about to be the cleanest episode. No nasty or pause moments.
Yeah, I still had to pause a few times.
Yeah, bro.
And during the Twitter, no, we didn't.
The super chats did it.
All right,
yeah,
let's
you're
get to
right.
it.
Another 20 from Dale Thomas. It says, "What's up, fellas? Good seeing you again. Question of the week. Would you choose Rokushiki techniques or random devil fruit? Hashtag Buggy Gang. Hashtag Larry has bad takes. Hashtag Momocon. If you were there, damn, bad we didn't see.
Rokushiki techniques.
In regular life, I think you got to go Rokushiki, right? It allows you to fly. You're like super fast.
You can eat a devil fruit
and it can be trash.
You can have the ability to grow your nails faster. Like, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't know what the devil fruit is. You don't have the devil fruit encyclopedia.
Yeah, Rokushiki's.
Rokoshiki's like, yo, I can geppo. I can shave. I can make my body harder. Pause. And then it's like, I can just do things that other people can't.
Yeah.
In a normal day lives.
I'm gonna go down fruit. I'm gonna take a swing. Go down fruits. Where was I? Another 6 from. Did I miss something? I don't know. Another 6 from Ben Lowry. It says, "Yo boys, what's up? Do you guys think the swim fruit swim at the bottom of the sea? Hashtag DDT countdown. Hashtag shirts off for Shin. Hashtag twins held it down. Hashtag BBC."
Thank you.
As far as the question,
Like, can it swim in the ocean?
No, I can't.
Yeah, the whole thing, the sea nullifies it, so it wouldn't translate.
Yeah.
all things are possible, bro. We got another €2 from MJ. It says Larry turning into Sanji. LMAO. He's always been Sanji. Always.
Yeah, I gotta stop, bro.
Always. Another 5 from Red Eye Itachi. Saw a theory about Shanks having a secret transformation like the Gorosei and wanted to hear your thoughts about it. I would hate it.
I would hate it.
Yeah, I would. I'm with. He doesn't have any type of ability.
Sometimes you just want a goon.
Right.
In your anime.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he just him.
Yeah, there's a lot of no goons, you know, in One Piece, you know, that think they're goons, but they turn out not to be. You know, like Bellamy, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's like.
Does Kid equal that category?
Yeah, Kid's a goon. He's a goon because he doesn't use the dough fruit properly. So it's like.
Hey, man, I prefer Shanks just. No, all hockey, no crazy transformation.
Right.
No.
You know what it is?
Random devil fruit.
It's like going to a bar, and you just want a shot, and then meanwhile somebody next to you drinking a margarita, and you're like, everybody else is drinking margaritas, but you just want to chill with that one dude that's like drinking whiskey. You know what I'm saying? Shanks is a whiskey type of guy.
Good old fashioned.
Yeah, good old fashioned. Hits the spot, gets you where you need to be, makes you sociable.
And you promoting the drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
We getting a drink sponsor or something? No. Listen.
Might as well.
I'm with it. Another 5 from Anthony Herrera. It says, Larry, you know nothing about being a player. LOL. Damn. Damn.
Do you really want to be a player, though?
I'm not a player, but I crush a lot.
Yo, shout out to Bill Bellamy.
Shout out to Big Pun.
Yeah.
What?
The movie, How to Be a Player.
How to Be a Player.
Oh.
That's what
my
I
bad.
See, he right. He right. Anthony, you was right, bruh. You was right.
Yo, my bad.
Another 10 from Braden White. Hey, first time I've been able to catch a live since Japan. Hey, I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Konnichiwa.
Did a sumo fight over there and won.
Hey,
Okay.
let's
Yo,
go.
low-key, I'm super into like sumo wrestling.
What?
Yo, I really am, bro. Like, it's a really dope sport.
Like watching or like
Watching.
doing? Okay.
No, watching.
Have you
like
sumoed?
watching the big events for sure. Like I love watching.
Have you sumoed, bro?
No, I'm not big
I
enough.
have once.
I don't know how you got no bottom. Like
I won.
strength, bro.
I won, and I beat Shanks kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that his name? I think it's Kevin.
Yeah.
He weak.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we're getting to the chapter in about 5 minutes. I promise. 5 minutes we'll be in the chapter.
okay. Braden continues to say, does that make me at least YC level? Hashtag Larry D. Simp, hashtag Twins Takeover. Unfortunately, Braden, it does not. Because Yokozuna was out here winning heavy
Listen,
sumo,
bro.
in Wano.
You know who's a sumo wrestler in One Piece? It is Sentomaru. You are Sentomaru. That means you at least Yonko Commander 2 level because Queen ain't beating him.
Oh my God. Oh my
Let's
God.
put it out there right now while we on the stand.
I definitely got Sentomaru over Yokozuna, that guy, that Luffy
Yeah.
beat, but yeah, that's about it.
He's not being. I don't know if he's being Jack, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
All right, we don't need to do this, bro.
I'm just being real. Another 5 from No One Special. It says, "Do y'all think Brook will be the solution to the Gorosei? Be it his 𝗏𝐻 or maybe some ritual?" And Twins held it down last week.
Shout out to Twins.
Appreciate
that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna have that much
And
importance.
I hope not. I would say not the importance thing, but let's hope not the key to the Gorosei. I don't like that.
Yo, it really might be that Law. The reason why he survived is because of that. Like, he's gonna make the major play on the Gorosei, in my opinion. If Luffy just starts using Conqueror's Haki and Rio, because he just doesn't want to use it on them.
Yeah, I think that's what he probably needs.
That might be the only solution we really need.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Haki at the end of the day, bro.
Yo, I'm saying it has to be.
Listen, it's gonna be Haki.
But I can see where like Oda puts it into play where like I don't. I'm lying. I'm lying.
It's gonna be Haki.
It's Haki.
Another 5 from Off-Brand. What happens if a Den eats a 𝗏𝐻? Would it be capable of conquerors? Is there Snail Island where one is king? I bet it'll be huge. Yo, I don't even know like what. I don't know where all this Den Mushi talk is coming from.
I don't know where it's either.
But
honestly, you might have to go like it's gonna sound crazy. You might have to go with like, the snails or the Den Mushis are like probably the weakest on the bottom chain of like.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Because they're all kind of being used by every person,
bro.
every animal in.
If there's like a Den Mushi out there that wants to start a revolution.
Yo, they can do damage.
Because they were like, yo, y'all been treating us this way for so long, and none of my peoples are conscious enough to, take action. Yo, this 𝗏𝐻 hit me. I'm dragging now.
Yo, listen. The Den Mushis collectivize. They can do damage.
Yeah, bro.
Like we've seen the darkness of me.
Remember Hypnotoad?
Hypnotoad.
I can't.
Listen. Another 5 from ZCF Inc. It says, another week, another chapter, Dragon ain't do nothing. Hashtag smoking on Dragon. Hashtag BBL Seb. Hashtag
listen, bro. We're going to get to it, bro. We're going to get to it. I promise. Just give us a second.
Another 5 from Skylance. It says, Seb was looking around for some Reiju cosplays. Y'all was. While Larry was looking for carrots. No comment.
I'll tell you this. There was some chicks wearing the egghead outfits of Robin and Nami.
Yeah.
It was like collard greens and cornbread next to each other, bro.
Yams? No. Another 5 from Fire Fan. It says, Schizo take. Barto has Kaido plus level defenses because of the Bari no Mi.
Nah.
And it's because of Odin.
Nah.
No.
That will always be the worst thing that happened in Wano. Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was some lows in Wano, bro. That was one of them.
Nah, bro. That was literally the reason for me, bro. I looked at that and I was like, yo, this ruined the whole flashback. I swear to God. I swear, bro. I was like,
wasn't even over.
Yo, it could have been rewritten, bro. I already was like, yo, the flashback is over for me.
To me, I was feeling some type of way. There's no way you shot my wife and you hold on these bearers and I'm not getting to? No.
And not only that, I have Conquerors, and we all specialize in Rio.
It definitely has,
which is attacking from the inside. I'm sorry, bro. I've watched Yu Yu Hakusho where Yusuke was fighting Yami and shooting with his spirit gun, demon energy, and his life energy, and it pierced through his barrier. There's no way that Rio don't work, bro.
My only headcanon is Odin learned Rio during the 5 years. That's the only headcanon
He wasn't training, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't training. He was dancing naked.
We learned that he wasn't training.
He could train and dance naked.
No, but he wasn't.
I train and dance naked.
But he wasn't, though.
What you training? Clapping? All right, go, bro.
All
right, 1 more minute.
From Lucian Springville, I think. I can't see the full name. It says, love from South Africa. It's midnight here. Okay, so.
Make me, man.
Yo, Tyler
Make
fire,
me
bro.
water. We friends, though.
We friends though.
We friends though.
What?
Oh, Pig. We will get to it, but thank you for the 20 gifted memberships.
Hey,
Please, everybody that received those memberships, throw up your Nakama fist. Thank you so much to Pig, man. We missed you, bro. Thank you for being in the chat once again. Guys, I know you either signed up for a membership, and I know that you super chatted, but we need to get to the chapter, okay? So please bear with us. Also, there is mad dialogue this chapter. I'm going to be talking a little bit more than usual. I know you guys love that, right? So you're going to have to just be a little bit patient with me. We will get through all of our ideas, and we will hit those super chats, I promise you. But stick around with us. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video right now and hit that smash button for sharing it if you want to share this with others. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, as always, gentlemen, we're going to start with the cover story. Today's chapter is titled Pieces of a Continent. For the cover story, we are continuing Yamato's surrogate pilgrimage. The caption at the bottom says, Hiyori and Otoko are packing me a bento lunch. Yamato smiles with joy while the girls prepare her food. Do you guys have any thoughts about this cover story? Starting with Seb.
No.
All right. Lawrence.
I tried to, like, thinking, all right, where is this on her journey? You know, Yamato goes, like, make it through it, but honestly, I didn't. I was just like, nah, I don't got time for this. And
It's a waste of time, bro.
I did not.
Are we serious? Let's be for real. I know y'all like Yamato or whatever. She went to go pick up a bento box. This is what we getting, bro?
Yeah,
this is what we getting, bro? Who cares?
This could lead to something. If it doesn't, Oda, you just... But Oda said he does likes art. He likes to draw. So this is what we're seeing. Bro. You know, you got to, like... Give him
shout out to Otoko, bro. I always liked Otoko. She was cool.
She was hot. For me, I literally didn't have anything.
Exactly,
for the first time in a long time, I was like, yo, this cover story is really nothing.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say is these things. All right? I have 4 points I'll make. 1, Yamato still hasn't left the flower capital. So this cover story is going to be mad long because Hiyori and Otoko were in the flower capital already.
That's true.
Last time we saw them. 2, I'm kind of upset that Hiyori isn't pregnant by Zoro. I was expecting a little bump, you know what I'm saying, the night that they were, you know, in that little cat. And I know Otoko was there, but like, yo, she's sleeping, bro.
She wouldn't be showing already. Like, this is mad. This is like 2 weeks later, bro.
My baby would be showing.
It's actually like a month later.
Yeah.
Now, right?
Listen, bro. People,
from that moment,
chicks be pregnant, bro. Anyway, side boob from Yamato is always a plus for me. And I'm here to stand 10 toes on Hiyori. She is not mid. She looks really elegant and feminine here. She might be top 10 and not 10, but that's a conversation for another day.
Definitely not top 10.
Another day.
She's definitely not top 10. We could definitely table that conversation.
That's all I'm going to say, bro.
I forgot to spell Hiyori, bro, and it's like right on the screen for me.
But yeah, Sebastian's going to put up that poll. Let's do 5 super chats, and then we're going to jump into the actual chapter.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 super chats.
We got 2 from Michael Aguirre. It says, top 3 backstories.
How about we each just give one?
Doflamingo.
Law.
Kuma's.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's top 3.
I thought you were saying Law, give your take.
No.
Okay, so it's... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy we didn't name any Straw Hats. That's insane. But word. Another 2 from Spence Clamps. It says, what's y'all's top 5 egghead fits? Zoro's 1. I didn't like Luffy's.
Yeah.
Lucci's,
yeah. I thought that was tough. Kizaru's is tough.
I would go Seraphim.
I liked Frankie's. The Seraphim, S...
Oh, and Robin and Nami should be both the same. Yeah. All right, that's 5.
That's 5.
Yeah.
We got another membership to Yako status from Mario Cruz.
Thank you.
It's our highest tier. Enjoy being an emperor.
Appreciate you, dog.
Another 10 from Mama Kid. What's up? Hope everyone's doing well. I was wondering who had the toughest childhood growing up, Luffy or Naruto. # like the stream.
Naruto. He was eating ramen every day because nobody wanted to support him financially. Also, he was by himself most of the time. At least he, like...
Naruto definitely had more emotional damage going on.
Yeah.
Luffy had a guardian, bro.
Yeah.
He just avoided her.
Yeah.
He had a family to go back to and eat at home with.
No, Luffy definitely felt more love.
Put it this way, Naruto literally created a piece of him to eat with him, so he wouldn't be alone.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though.
Yeah, the emotional and loneliness.
Yeah,
As far as emotion goes, Luffy's was definitely easier. As far as what you actually was going through on a physical level, I don't even think Naruto could survive what Luffy was going through.
But
I'm so serious.
But it's also emotional to a certain extent.
I'm so serious.
No, but it's also emotional to a certain extent because Luffy also lost a brother. You know, Naruto didn't. He was just alone. He didn't have anything to lose. You know? So that loneliness, yeah, but Luffy lost Sabo at that time. And also, Luffy was tortured.
Yo,
Yeah, bro.
Luffy was tortured, like, hard.
Lawrence is literally saying what Sasuke said to Naruto, bro. You ain't have nothing. I had everything and lost it.
Yo,
You'll never know what I feel like.
Hold on, Luffy didn't have everything and lose it. He had one thing and lost it.
Yo, but
You know what I'm saying?
even when he showed up as a child, he still was like had the companionship of Ace and Sabo.
But
Naruto had what? Shikamaru and Choji for like 5 seconds
But remember,
to play with?
Luffy only gained that. Luffy only gained that after he was tortured. Because remember,
Listen,
Ace,
man.
when he first met Ace,
Yeah.
Ace spit in his face.
Bro,
Cool, bro.
Naruto had his own apartment.
Naruto wanted hold on.
He had cable TV.
Naruto wanted to get spit in his face.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, at least somebody's paying attention to me.
I don't kink shame, bro. If that's what he's into,
see,
that's what he's into.
See, come
But-
on, bro. No jersey.
I'm just saying, bro.
Come on, bro. See, now we gotta see. So why you gotta take it there, bro?
You took it there.
Come on, bro. 2 more, bro.
All right. We got another 2, which is in line with everything I just said, I guess. From Bonesaw, it says, where the Sus Larry compilation at? Yo, Arrow, work on that, bro.
Yeah, that would be a
Arrow.
crazy comp.
That would.
That would be a
bro.
great comp.
How
get
long
locked
do you
up.
think it would be?
Can you relax?
Like,
It definitely wouldn't be
It
more
would
than like
be like an hour long. If you went
an
through
hour.
all the episodes, you say at least one sus thing an episode. At least.
You're right behind me. What the?
Listen, they didn't ask for the Seb comp.
If I have a, you said an hour.
An hour long, yeah.
You got 55 minutes.
Listen, it's not about me right
You just
now.
made a pedal joke, bro.
It's not about me right now. It's not about me right now.
Just come on, bro. One more, bro.
Another 40 from what is 40 something? I don't know what that is. From Zordy Joy Boy, it says, "Keep up the great work, guys. Love from India. #best book club."
Yo, I love Indian food,
Thank
bro.
you.
by the
Yo,
way.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's
Thank
really
you,
good.
appreciate that.
There's an Indian restaurant somewhere near us, and it's 5 stars.
We out.
It's really good.
We out.
It'd be hot too.
Bet.
They be serving it in this metal bowl, and you be like, yo, this bowl mass small. And then you start noticing like how much food is actually in the bottom of the bowl, and you're like, all right, bro, this is too much.
Nice.
Lawrence would actually eat all of it though. Probably 2.
Yeah, Lawrence eats a
Yeah.
lot. Lawrence
Yeah.
eats like a
Lawrence is
shonen main character.
Yeah,
bro.
Lawrence is an eater, bro.
That would count.
Yum.
That would make the count.
We're back into the chapter. All right, we're back into the chapter. To open the chapter, we arrive at the flower capital of Wano. Someone yells out that they can't believe something like a Denden Mushi can get signals abroad. Then we hear another say Orochi had this in the castle. We then see Momonosuke talking about Joy Boy being a pirate who sounds like Luffy. Kinemon asks Momo if he's heard of Joy Boy before. We then go to the brig at Naval Base G4. The former fake Luffy, Damalo, Black, from the Straw Hats post-time skip arrival at Sabaody Archipelago and his crew. They are now dressed as the Kid Pirates. They mention how Joy Boy's passed away and there's no way he's stronger than Damalo, who's now saying he's Captain Kidd, although locked up. While this is going on, Vegapunk's broadcast is still ongoing. He utters, But as for why Joy Boy was called a pirate, I have only read from a handful of poneglyphs, but what I found through them was a record of a breathtakingly vast war. Joy Boy's enemy was the world government of the present day. Some Marines overhear this broadcast and question themselves, but realize this is their job, to hunt down pirates. Vegapunk continues. More accurately, It was the precursor to the world government, a provisional army assembled by 20 kingdoms known as the Alliance. During this time, we see Luffy, Broggy, and Dory running from a rampaging Saint Workery. Then we get to the lab where Saint Mars uses Conqueror's Haki to knock out all Denden Mushis in his area. Vegapunk continues. You might say they had no other choice. So robust was Joy Boy's faction. Without knowing the spark that caused the war, I won't say who was right or wrong. I'll state that two competing ideologies came head to head. As I mentioned earlier, for its time 900 years ago, the country of Joy Boy's birth was a startlingly advanced civilization. Even I, a humble genius, cannot replicate them. And therein lies the problem. During the speech, we see Zunisha, a silhouette of Joy Boy opposing who seems to be the world government at the time, the Mokumo dukedom listening in with Carrot, and the Foxy Pirates are confused about the whole transmission. What did you guys think about this part of the chapter? Starting with Lawrence.
Yeah, so I'm just going to start from the beginning. I just hope that we don't see that, Joy Boy, that he looks like Luffy. You know, I hope we don't get that, like he's like a spinning image of Luffy back then. I mean, Luffy now and back then. I hope we don't get that, but it's like, all right, pirate and then the ability. So it's like, yeah, there's going to be some similarities because they both were a pirate and they both, I guess, free-spirited and they both have the same fruit, you know? And I couldn't believe we saw this person back again. The Melio Black. I was like, wow. And I'm like, hold on. Because how'd you not get captured? In Sabaody.
Marines, bro. He probably escaped.
Because we saw tomorrow call this fake person, and he hit him. So it's like, all right, you guys all got nabbed up, I'm pretty sure, right? We saw tomorrow take you out personally. And you look at you guys in jail. So you're in prison now, but where'd you have time to change the kids? You know what I'm saying? Because you should have been locked up. You should be in Apple Down right now. Where are you getting kids' uniform from? I thought that was hilarious. And he's talking about, and one, you're clearly in prison now. There's no one stronger than him. It doesn't make any sense. It had me dying. I was like, but we always talk about One Piece. People in One Piece, when we notice their egos or what they believe in themselves, I'm the strongest, even though you're clearly not. But they had this attitude about themselves that they could take on the whole world if they wanted to. Yeah. And that was even the fodder people had this attitude. It was where do you get this from? But yeah. And then we go into so when Vegapunk was talking about only a handful of poneglyphs, I was like, to me, it's he was how much time he said he spent in, the dragon's lair when they took all that information. Honestly, yeah, we know he doesn't have the red ones, right? But I'm thinking all what the Ohara took. I'm not saying that Vegapunk downplayed it, but I feel like they had a lot more, because I kind of feel like they had almost not every single poneglyph, but they had a good mix. I feel like the Ohara had years upon years of what they were building and accumulating, and the red ones is very limited. So I can understand that why they wouldn't have those, right? But he said only a handful. He doesn't know. He knows very, very little, right? But to me, what I always thought is that Vegapunk, you only don't know is the complete story, the end line. What the red poneglyphs say and what's that laugh tail. To me, that's the only thing you don't know. But he's trying to say no, I don't, and there's more I don't know. Right, which makes the story of the what we're gonna get to greater. All right, there's something that even with all the Vegapunk red, all of what Ohara has, there's still pieces that we don't know. Into it, and going into this part, I guess a little bit juicy. I gotta mention, I thought that was dope. With him walking through, it is not using Conquerors, knocking out, even though it's the Denden Mushis, it's that's nothing, but. It's going to each one of them are going to have Conquerors, it looks like. And that was just a dope moment right here because they're listening to what you're saying and how much they want to stop it. So they're doing everything they can to. That's completely all they're focused on, right? And now we hear that the 20 kingdoms was called the Alliance. They had a name to it before they became the world government, right? And I thought it was something interesting because we always talked about why they had to team up, right? And it's saying how. So here we get the Joy Boy, and it kind of represents the ancient kingdom. Right? So we always think we don't know the affiliation between Joy Boy and the Ancient Kingdom. How close aligned are they? Some people are thinking he was the king, or some people are thinking he was their Noland He was their adventurer or whatever. I was thinking it could be like Oda could possibly be doing very similar to Odin. Odin could have foreshadowed Jorba in that way, where like he's the heir to the throne, right? Like Jorbo's father is the king of the kingdom, right? And Jorba is the heir to the throne, but he kind of wants to. But I think I was going to be the exact not the exact opposite of Odin, but in a way where he kind of wants to venture out on his own, stuff like that. So I was kind of thinking that possibly, right? But he said that they were so strong. They use the word robust, but if you look at the word, it means strong, healthy, like thriving, vibrant. Like everything they had like everything the world had to offer, pretty much. Technology, power, might, strength, everything. That anyway to compete against these this ancient kingdom, that you had to get these 20 kingdoms to combat against them, right? And it's very like pretty much, and then this is what we talked about before. Vegapunk, what he's learning is that because we said that Vegapunk kind of wanted to be a celestial dragon, right? And he keeps kind of re-saying the same thing over and over. I'm not gonna tell you who's wrong or right. I'm not gonna tell you there's a bad side or a good side, right? So even though he knows what the world government is capable of, right, and he's seeing what they did, he knows what led up to this, but he's still not saying that they're bad. You're still not saying that they're evil. So it goes into like, everyone talks about ideologies where this person believed in this one and this person believed in this one. That's how usually wars kind of start, right? Not necessarily there's a good guy or a bad guy, but from our perspective, the world government is pure evil, right? But back then we know it's different, So going head to head with this thing is like, it just means that how crazy strong that the world, the ancient kingdom had to be for them to align 20 kingdoms. Because if you think about 20 kingdoms, that is crazy, Because not every island is a kingdom. There's countries and there's kingdoms. Like, it is not ones that always make up that, So it's like the power of a kingdom. We have 20 of those. And it seemed like they were warriors because we see that little silhouette of, and he looks like Luffy, but not Luffy, which I kind of liked about that when he's battling against them and that's them finding all the 20 kingdoms. Right. And you got to hear, this made me laugh because I know I've been talking for a minute. Foxy. Mm-hmm. I was like, why are we showing him even? I was like, what's the point? But then it made me think. I look at him. I go, he lost again. Because if you look at his ship, that giant one he had he doesn't have them. Where he has his little rowboat with his face on it. So he lost a Davy back fight.
And they're hungry, bro.
They're starving. But yeah, I'll end up my turn for now.
All right, Seb.
All right, so there's a lot here. To go over.
There's so much. Yeah. That's why I'm like, we have to get through the chap.
I'm going to go piece by piece. It was cool seeing Momo and Kinemon and my girl Shinobu and Otama. I was trying to remember who the hell that guy on the back left is. I don't think he's anybody relevant.
I can't see it.
Yeah,
he didn't look recognizable. Yeah.
When I tell you I cracked up when I saw DeMarco Black and them again. I was like, one, bruh, give it up. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
Two, how recently have you started doing this? Because Kid only very recently got taken out, right? Like that was like a couple days ago.
Oda's so messed up for this.
So like the news reported that Kid lost already, I guess, to Shanks, and like he was like, "Oh, I bet I'm gonna just be Kid." like come on, bro. And then he got locked up like seconds after that, I guess, because like he locked up. I laughed so hard. I also laughed at that Marine that was like, wait, that's us? Because I always be like, that me. Like all the time when I see myself on screen, like he's like, oh wait, that's us. Like we're those people he's talking about. Workery just looks menacing. They're still out. I did really like, what's his name again? Saturn? No.
St. Mars.
Mars walking through, like Lawrence said. The silhouette was cool. I did like the juxtaposition of it with Zunisha being like right next to it. Because it's like Zunisha was there.
Yeah.
Like, it experienced these things for real. I would have liked a cleaner silhouette, personally. I didn't like that. Like, he's wearing a sash, too. Like, how Luffy we going to be?
I do not think
sash is very pirate.
It's a sash, bro.
Even if it is, sash is piratey, though.
Is.
Sash is pirate. All pirates kind of wear sashes, though. So it's not just to Luffy.
I'm going to tell you right now,
sash.
I don't think that's a sash. I think that's the cloak.
You think it's the cloak? Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine it's his tail.
I thought sash.
See?
You're saying cloak.
You're getting a One Piece madness.
You're saying tail.
I think it's the cloak. Put a pull up.
I'll put a pull up.
Yeah, put a pull up.
It's probably a sash, but yeah.
All right, I'll put a pull up. But beyond that, this is the part. Y'all asked me earlier what I thought about the chapter. Mm-hmm. And I said F this chapter.
Okay.
This is why.
Because of Foxy?
Because of Carrot.
Oh my god.
Why, bro? Oda, why?
Oh my god.
I know. I'm the last one to the party. I understand that. I should have accepted this a year ago. It's been like a year.
Yeah.
Has it?
Why, bro?
Yeah.
Why, bro? Where in her story is she the leader of the Minx? Like, nothing in her story tells me that. And out of nowhere, she's just here now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just kind of brushed past it. I was just like...
Yeah, y'all know me, bro. I focus... The biggest thing I like about One Piece is the storytelling. There is no element in Carrot's story that tells me that she should be the leader of the Minx. Yeah. And yet, this is what I'm forced to deal with.
Listen, bro, she got that mink coat on, too.
Oh, man.
It is a match.
You get it?
It's just...
Mink coat? All right, never mind.
It's just... It made me cringe, bro. I was visibly upset when I read it.
Yeah.
But it was good to see her, because I like Carrot. That's my girl, bro. But I just wanted bigger things for her than...
It would have been better if she was a Straw Hat than ruling the main kingdom. That's crazy. But she would have been better as a Straw Hat. I would say writing-wise, yeah. I
try not to let a gender piece, win out.
Yeah.
It went out when I read this chapter, bro.
Damn.
I was salty.
It's okay.
Actively, bro. I liked seeing Foxy. Because I didn't expect to see him, so when I saw him, I started laughing. Overall, to Vegapunk's point about the Ancient Kingdom, Lawrence highlighted this a little bit. Mm-hmm. It reminded me of two things. One was a quote that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So in the world government's case, they were this alliance in the past that had to band together to fight whatever this ancient kingdom that was clearly superior to them in technology and advancements and such. So and Vegapunk speaking, he doesn't have all the knowledge, and he said, ideologies clashed. I won't say who's right or who's wrong.
Yeah. We
do know somebody that does know the full knowledge and still gave basically the same answer. Rayleigh. Mm-hmm. Rayleigh said, we know the true history, but I'm going to leave it to y'all to decipher for yourselves. Who was basically not saying who was right, who was wrong in that moment, but alluding to who was right, who was wrong in that moment. You can make the decision, your choice, based off the information that you guys get. So I love that there is nuance here. It's not like, oh, the world government's just evil at the end of the day, which is probably going to be what we, as the reader, Luffy as the main character, will decide. But there is some element of nuance there and perspective there that's always kind of been there in One Piece, at least in these major storylines. We had it in Marineford where Doflamingo gave the speech. We've had it in several backstories. We've had it in just dilemmas and characters and things that people have decided. So I like that that's still going to be prevalent in thank you, Mark, in the final saga. Yeah. It's not just Imu's evil as hell.
Yeah.
Right? Because, with all the tie-ins that we get to Enel, Enel is, one of those villains that, Enel was just evil as hell. There was no real nuance to why he was doing what he did. He just felt like, I'm a god. I deserve this. Y'all are lesser. Right?
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. So I started to feel a little bit like we might start leaning heavier into that, where it's just nah, they're just evil. But, I always harpen back to, when they made the decision to clip Ohara, the Gorosei felt remorse for it.
Yeah.
So there's some elements of decency in them. They just are also very, very, very willing to go to that dark side of them as well. Mm-hmm. So I want to know. It made me more interested in what the story actually is.
Yeah.
Which is good. If you can still do that after 1,500 chapters or whatever we're at now, 1,100, 15 chapters. Shout out to Oda for that. I'll stop there because I have more, but we don't got a lot of time, bro. Nah,
we're good, bro.
It's stuff I can expand on later, is why.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, I got more.
Talk to me.
All right, so there's a bit of poetry to Wano's borders being closed for so long that they are amazed by the technology of Den Mushi's. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool. Kenimon asking Momonosuke if he knew who Joy Boy was, an interesting moment for me. Why? In chapter 1000, Yamato tells Momo that she picked up Odin's journal from the foot of the river of Odin's castle on that terrible day when it burned down, when she was a child. In chapter 10:12, Momonosuke starts to read that journal. In chapter 10:14, Momonosuke realizes that he must not pass away no matter what. In chapter 10:40, he tells Yamato that Zunisha's close by. Yamato responds with, "The elephant from Oden's journal?" Momonosuke responds, "Indeed, the companion of Joy Boy who committed a crime 800 years ago." In chapter 10:41, Momonosuke says he doesn't know Zunisha's crime. He only spoke to Zunisha for a moment. Yamato then tells him it's just as Oden anticipated. He could speak to Zunisha, and he's the one to guide the world to the dawn. Momonosuke says after reading the journal, he learned why it's so important not to pass away. But Oden tore out that page, which was the most crucial part of the journal. What did Roger's crew see on that island that made them laugh? Why would he say to open Wano's borders, right? Then in chapter 10:44, Zunisha tells Momonosuke that Luffy is actually Joy Boy. So, from what I could gather, Oden's journal contains some things. These things are, 1, Zunisha was mentioned as Joy Boy's companion, right? 2, Zunisha committed a crime. 3, whoever could talk to Zunisha will be considered Joy Boy. 4, Joy Boy will bring the world to the dawn. 5, Momonosuke will play a major role in bringing the dawn, but Oden tore out why he's needed, which is the most crucial part. 6, Oden told Momonosuke to open Wano's borders. I think Yamato and Momonosuke might be the only people besides the Gorosei, Vegapunk, and Imu who know Joy Boy's true name and the ancient kingdom's name. They don't know why Joy Boy became a pirate or why the war started. This means Oden either didn't know or the last page contained that. And he ripped it out. Still, Oden ripped it away purposely so Momonosuke could decide for himself what the true history meant. Just like Rayleigh, like Sebastian said, would tell the Straw Hats what it meant. But they might come up with a different answer than what they came up with. We saw Damalo Black for the first time at Sabaody Archipelago, but I think this is the first time we've heard his actual name. He was introduced as fake Straw Hat Luffy.
No, we heard he was called Damalo Black.
Back then?
Sentomaru said it.
Yeah.
Oh, Sentomaru said it.
I think one of the pacifistas, like I saw, like scanned his face, identified him
And
as
then
who
it
he
says
was for real.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because I was like, this is the first time I'm hearing his name.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed that part.
Yeah.
But that was so long ago that we weren't into One Piece like as deep as I am now. So, it looks like to me, Joy Boy wanted to be free of something, but because the 20 Kingdoms deemed his actions dangerous, they banded together to stop him. That's what it seems like to me. It gave me relief to see St. Mars using basic Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
It's staple indicator. Oda never had characters use this for like out of convenience. So I'm glad he didn't forget that it exists. Because Luffy should have did it on Wano, and I mentioned it like a million times.
There's so many examples of times people should have been using it.
And they just never were used.
Don't use it.
And we could tell it doesn't drain any energy.
I can't say that.
Conqueror's Haki?
The
I
way
can't say that.
they expound, like they emit it.
I can't say that.
I saw Luffy go crazy on Huddy, bro, at Fishman Island after he did it.
I wouldn't say it drains energy, but only because we all think, when Whitebeard could have used it during Marineford War. And I kind of feel like when he was trying to...
Yeah, but he wasn't using
hard.
any Haki, really. Yeah. He was probably using basic armament, basic observation. That was it.
But I was just talking about the way when his heart got stopped, remember? Because when they were about to execute Ace, his heart stopped and he couldn't do it, then Luffy did it for him in a way. So I was thinking, it could be just because he was sick. So he can't do that much, but go ahead. Sorry.
I found Joy Boy's silhouette very interesting. His hair looks longer than Luffy's. And it's definitely a cloak, bro. The cloak is just a little long on him.
We'll see, bro.
I will say that.
We'll see.
I love the opposing ideologies idea. I mentioned previously that Oda should take the route of Attack on Titan. Don't make one side good or the other bad. The world doesn't work like that, right? Nothing is ever truly black and white, unless it's like religious purposes. Whatever the country Joy Boy's from, they may have posed a major threat to the world, bro. That's really what it is. The alliance was formed, but power corrupted them over time, which is the result of becoming the bad guys, right? I like Sebastian said with that quote, So I think power just corrupted them over 800 years.
I was gonna say only because I think Marv was mentioning it a while back too. Talked about like Star Wars, the dark side versus the light side, and how even I don't know that much about Star Wars, but when you're bringing down like what the light side would get on the dark side for, the light side was doing themselves. So it seemed very, very supposedly very, very hypocritical.
Let Marv speak, bro. He got a mic.
Talk to him, Marv.
Go ahead, Marv.
I think I remember the conversation being that that the Jedi, their ways are kind of like cruel to children, and they kind of create their own enemies in that sense. Yeah, I think that was the conversation we were having.
Yeah.
They kind of created Darth Vader by the way they treated Anakin.
And that's the case for the world government. All the piracy that they see is really the result of all the
suppression
stuff. Yeah, all the like lack of resources that they leave out to everybody else.
Yeah.
They take, and leave everybody the scraps, and they fight for the scraps.
Because the reason I'm saying is because, like, for example, if you think about for Star Wars again, they kind of do it in a way for protection. Like, even, like, I think Jedi, you can't even have families, right? Yeah. So it's a reason why they can't have certain emotions. So it's, like, to restrict it because the danger of it, right? But if you think about the world government, they don't want you becoming a pirate because they see a danger of it, right? But now we learn it's linking back to Joy Boy. Why the war kind of started. We don't, again, Vegapunk said it, we don't know the spark that lit the fire, but the thing that happened, in a way, could have started with piracy. So now they're trying to put an end to all that because of the potential danger while creating enemies while they're trying to suppress this danger that they're
trying to suppress piracy to create more piracy.
Exactly.
Yeah. The final thing I want to tackle is Vegapunk admitting that whatever this civilization created could not be replicated by him. So that means the Mother Flame is not the ancient energy source that he dreamt of. The lineage factor might just be a fraction of the ancient kingdom's knowledge, and most of his inventions lack in comparison. I've never been a fan of Vegapunk being like a fraud. Still, it brings up an interesting point in saying he's only been able to reverse engineer some of the tech he's found, meanwhile creating his own. But that doesn't necessarily mean like he's the smartest we've ever seen. He's just a few hundred years advanced compared to what they were doing.
So to that point that you have there, Oda's setting himself up for potentially a big miss. You need to actively create technology that's more advanced than what Vegapunk has created by hundreds of years whenever you reveal whatever the ancient kingdom actually is. I believe in Oda. I believe he will, but I better start seeing some wild Futurama-esque, or you know what I mean? Like I need to see some Rick and Morty-esque stuff, bro, from these ancient kingdoms, or at least the ancient kingdom.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see some Pit Boys, bro. Serious.
But I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of that Vegapunk's a fraud theory. I just think that he has been able to reverse engineer a lot, and you already have to be insanely smart to reverse engineer anything.
I think the only piece of him that even speaks to the fraud element is he got performance enhancers with that devil fruit.
Yeah.
As far as maintaining and capturing knowledge.
And to me, I don't even think Vegapunk's a fraud. Someone could be smarter than you. What? 1,000 years ago, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the point is, it's like most of his inventions haven't been
They're not organic.
His own.
Yeah,
that's the point. It's like the only ones that we know for sure is his failures. So when we go back to Karakuri, his hometown, he didn't finish the geothermal invention that he had for the island to heat it up.
Yeah,
that was done. And then the inventions we saw on his maps were him combining devil fruits with or his machines, or putting machines into animals. So that's something that he created, which we've seen, the sea beasts. But everything else, like the pacifistas and
Seraphim.
The Seraphim and all that stuff, like lineage factor was found by him, but then again, we also don't know because he's also, a part of the world government.
Yeah.
So he probably had access to like some stuff already.
That's true. That food machine, though.
Yeah,
again, we might not know if that's from him or again. So it's like, but to further this point is what happened in chapter 355. Tom stated that the ancient shipwrights 800 years ago had built Pluton. When the world government caught wind of this, Tom was like, yo, here's the blueprints to Iceberg. And he accepted them. And then Frankie and him took a look at the blueprints. And then Frankie was like, humans could build this? Like, what? And then Iceberg's reaction was, who would want to build this? So for me, when you look at Pluton and the ancient civilization that Joy Boy is from, you start to realize, like, maybe these 20 kingdoms weren't the bad people. Like, maybe they saw the world being endangered because of these ancient weapons, because the way they were being used. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yo, I don't see how, like, you wouldn't think that was a threat unless they weren't sharing technology. Mm-hmm. And that's also a possibility that the ancient kingdom...
Not, then...
It's like, yo, we got to revolt because you're building things that literally have caused the damage it has caused, and this is the world we live in right now. So this war that was created, I'm sorry, but like that war created this current time, but they were because of the ancient weapons. Mm-hmm. So the 20 kingdoms might have been in a right at that point in time to be like, we got to take you guys out. Because as of right now, you're endangering the whole world. Yeah. We are the 20 kingdoms. We are the most powerful kingdoms we've yet known to the world. We have to take you out. It's impossible to let you go on. So it kind of brings up that Tom idea, that everything that's built isn't always meant to destroy. It's meant to be how you use it. Do you use it for destruction or do you use it for good? But also there comes with the responsibility of even creating it. So if the ancient kingdom is creating and using this inappropriately, I can see how the 20 kingdoms might have got hold of an ancient weapon like Pluton or maybe Uranus or Uranus, however you say it, and they used it upon the world ancient kingdom. And then they were like, yo, it's worth taking you out and risking the world to be what it is later on. Instead of you doing whatever you want, and then we have to deal with the devastation of that. You might take out the world one day.
Yeah.
Maybe Joy Boy like Blackbeard, bro.
Yeah.
It makes you think. Remember, especially used to bring out how, like, in a way, abilities, right? It's like walking nukes or, like, or in a way, like world powers, in a way, so to speak. And then, but you have the ancient kingdom who have multiple, and they have all this stuff. And the Lions are like, yo, they're too strong. No one can compete against them if they decide to, like, attack or do whatever, you know?
I was going to make a Manji Empire reference, but never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, no one's going to get it but you. So it's fine.
Yeah, so it's like saying that they're too strong, and also they could be, from what we've seen, from, like, sometimes even the Monkey D Clan or even, like, Vegapunk. One thing that they have in common, even though they kind of seem like they're worlds apart, is their recklessness. Mm-hmm. Vegapunk and his inventions, like J.M.A. even called them out. Because it was like, you want to share this and have everyone do this. But then J.M.A. said, but wouldn't you have the problem where people's different ideologies and cultures where they're bringing understand that differently, and then that would cause more war, right? And Vegapunk, see, you can't let that limit you. You know? Yeah. And then the D's, when we see like Luffy and them, they can be very reckless with how they do things and how they use things. Like, you know, not really think of all the surrounding factors of how this is going to affect other people. I just want the immediate action or the immediate advantage now. Like Luffy freeing Ace. He's not thinking about how letting all these prisoners are affected. I just want to free my brother, you know? Yeah. So they could be very much like that too, and how they were using these ancient weapons or their technology.
Yeah. All right. Super chats.
Yeah. We got a bunch sitting. So
yeah, let's do like
run
10.
Through them. We got 5 from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, got a theory. What if Emu wasn't a part of Joy Boy's crew, but someone he fought, and he convinced some of his crew against him? I know that you guys ran into this super chat and this theory, or a similar theory about the Gorosei being a part of Joy Boy's original crew. Mm-hmm. Last week. I thought that was really interesting. It had me really thinking. And like even beyond that, in the One Piece lore, we have this like thematic like structure with the crews. Mm-hmm. Though like the Don Quixote family had like the card theme. The Beast Pirates continued that card theme. Like if Joy Boy or the sun god Nika is the sun, would his followers be these planets? Further like being that line of like tradition of people being underneath people. But as far as whether he was somebody he fought and convinced them against them, I think the messaging works better if they were all a part of the crew, and one of them one of the main mutineers being Emu, like convinced the others to mutinize against Joy Boy than it is for an enemy to have them switch. I mean, it can work either way, but like, I don't know. I think it works better if you have somebody in the crew mutinize than like somebody that his enemy just convincing. But that could also be a parallel between Roger, Odin, and Whitebeard, where it's different. So I don't know. I don't have really much for that, but Mahmoud, I think it's an interesting thought process.
Real quick, I just want to say something. It made me think of this, like going by this aspect. Say like they are part of the same crew, right? Remember, he was a pirate. So what pirates do? They travel around. But what if, say like 𝐸𝐸, this is the situation, while they're traveling around, they're going to these so-called 20 kingdoms. And 𝐸𝐸 is, at that time, plotting or influencing them to take his side. So while they're traveling, 𝐸𝐸 is, and also building up his army to take down Joy Boy in the kingdom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can talk, Larry. I'm trying to learn something.
Yeah, there's nothing for me to say.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got another 6-month membership to Nakama status from Veterinary. It says, hey guys, what do you think Dragon do something? Probably when do you think Dragon will do something?
Never.
Eventually.
Never.
I said it at the beginning of this arc. If he doesn't act in this arc, I'm selling all Dragon stocks. I don't care anymore. So it's now or never for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got another subscription to Nakama status from Tristan Montgomery. You missed out on Pig's donations. Sorry. Another 5 from Johnny D. Katana. It says, I firmly believe that when Lucia got destroyed, it actually got pushed down, creating the hole and raising the water level. But still, whack take Larry. Damn.
Thank you, bro.
Push down. I don't think the repetitive shooting of the island would push it down that way. I think, like, it looked to be getting.
Listen, bro.
wiped.
You ever got it pushed in? That's the question we should all be asking.
And fire doesn't really push; it kind of incinerates. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Another 18 months to Nakama status from Mr. Prince. It says, how much longer do you think Vegapunk's message will be? Hopefully not much longer, bro. He been chatting. I'm serious. He doing a lot of talking, bro.
This dude poured out his heart, so maybe another 2 chapters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another 2 from Pizza Man 676. 7, Larry was down there running 2-mans. All right, listen. I will say this. Larry is typically an L wingman. He did get me a girl's IG while we was down there. Mm-hmm. I'll say that.
And you ain't even hit her up.
She hit me up.
Oh, you did?
I was gone already.
Oh, damn. Yeah. You should have hit her up that day. I forgot. I literally forgot she existed.
She didn't accept my, like, follow request until, like, later.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
So, it's cool.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll be down there. Mm-hmm. Another 5 from MJ. It says, Yamato is so annoying on cover stories now. Like, there's so much other interesting stuff going on that should be covered. Oh, my God. It's like I wrote this myself. Yeah. It's crazy, MJ.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another 5 from IshW. Like the stream. #OurLongGang. That was Ish's first super chat, so thank you. Arlong Gang is a wild one to start up, bro. Another 2 from Bonesaw. You're right behind me. Add it to the comp. All right, bro. Another 5 from Pizza Man. If Shanks and Luffy gear fit through hands for a quick 60-second friendly fade, who's coming out on top? #Vegapunk playing both sides with a thumbs down emoji. #Celtics in 7. 7? More like 4? Halliburton not even playing tonight. 60-second Gear 5 Luffy versus Shanks. I think I'm still going Shanks.
I'm still going Shanks.
Yeah, Shanks.
I think I'm still going Shanks for now. For now. Another 5 from BGN. It says, which One Piece character would you like to give a sloppy foot massage? Male characters only. #I'm not sus. You are sus. #Larry is one bald man. #Footy Gang.
That whole super chat was sus, first of all.
Hassan, bro.
Ivankov.
Yo, I was gonna go Ivankov just because the switchability.
Yeah, you could just switch up. You could be a guy one moment, chick the next.
I'm not answering this, bro.
Just stay as a chick.
I'm not answering this, bro.
Go off, bro.
Another 5 from Mamba Kid. Do you guys like Oda having Zoro beg
And plus,
Mihawk to train him in order to get
He
stronger?
can give me the honey pack.
Stop.
Like a natural one, bro.
Please stop.
What other way would you have liked to see Zoro get stronger if not? Okay, so quick breakdown on this. I called it.
You did.
Lawrence Alato will tell you, I straight up said, yo, Zoro's gonna ask Mihawk to trade him, and they said I was crazy. They said I was out of my mind, Zoro would never do it, and I was right as... That was like 12 years ago.
He called it.
It was longer than that. It was a clean like 14 years ago, bruh. But no, I loved it. I loved it because it was the whole point of Zoro's character arc to me is him valuing Luffy and the crew over his own, or at least not over his own, but realizing if he's not worthy of his dream if he can't have them complete their dreams. So this was like the perfect way to showcase that.
And the character growth, because when Zoro first joined Luffy's crew, he said to him, if you get in the way of my dream, I will cut you down myself. Or I will take you out, or we're going to have,
Take you down.
No, okay. Yeah. And then we see now he doesn't have that attitude. It's more like, I'm willing to, my goal, or anyway, Mihawk, the person I'm supposed to fight, ask him or beg him to trade him. So it shows the character growth there into now, like Mihawk even said it, you putting Luffy above your dream. Where in the beginning with Zoro, he put his dream above Luffy.
All right, let's get into the chapter, guys.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to Super Chats. All right. Next, we head to the Labo phase. We see 𝘚𝑠y and Kaku. Edison calls 𝘚𝑠y. He tells her to lower the barrier and run for safety. She says everyone needs her still, but Edison says at this point, the barrier is useless since it can't keep out the Gorosei. He's done all he can for the Straw Hats. They got it from here. Nami calls Jinbei and asks as if he's on his way. He says almost sorry. Zoro tells him not to apologize. Nami says she's going to smack Zoro after this. She wants them to hurry since ships are coming their way. 𝘚𝑠y is relieved she did all she could. She doesn't know what to do anymore. She doesn't know what to live for. We go to Bonnie, Sanji, and the Giants fighting Saint, Ethan, Venus, Juro. Ethan sees Bonnie and goes to cut her. Frankie clotheslines her to move out of the way of his attack. Ethan cuts the giant warrior pirate's ship. Bonnie says she can't hold her devil fruit form for too long. Vegapunk continues his broadcast. The Void Century came to a close with the defeat of Joy Boy, but not before leaving vast permanent scars of war across the face of the world. Ethan, upset with this broadcast, jumps into the air, readies his sword, and cuts through the entire egghead. He causes everyone to be shocked at its result. Vegapunk continues. The world is made up of a series of islands. Sailing between them is difficult, and many people never experience anything but their culture at home. But this shared understanding of the world does not seem necessarily apply to the world of 1,000 years ago, because a cataclysm occurred during the last century, causing the world to sink once before. We live on the pieces of a continent that existed long ago. The world of a millennium ago now slumbers unseen at the bottom of the sea. We see CP agents falling from the sky, reactions from around the world. Zoro's sensei, Shimotsuki Kyoshiro, looks on, and the revolutionaries are shocked by this revelation. What did you guys think about this part of the chapter? Starting with Law.
For 𝘚𝑠y, I was just like, dang, because, it's just that. But I'm going to read past all that because that's not what I want to talk about. To me, I was so confused by this. I kept saying bio response detected, And I'm like, you sound like a robot. Like, like bio response detected. Well, I guess he's sensing. Because the main thing we know that the Gorosei, even though they're dealing with this conflict with, like we saw with Saturn and the Straw Hats and now Venus with them, this is not their attention, their focus. Their main focus is trying to destroy whatever is transmitting Vegapunk's message. So in my mind, I'm like, I guess he's detecting, because one translation said sense for life forms, and that's what it said. But now this one says bio response detected. It sounds different than sensing life forms, because the other translation, I understood, he's sensing for where he could find it. Because then also, too, we see him do that big cut towards the Lapo Stadium. That's where he's sensing. That's where he's trying to figure out, like, I'm getting tired of this, And so I'm like, but it just sounded funny. And that cut was huge. apparently they said that in the chat on the message that he could cut like anything. Still remains to be seen but I guess it's supposed to be impressive, But I don't know how to scale this yet, unless he cut through the barrier. But I don't think he did. I don't think he cut through the barrier because then that would be impressive because the whole barrier that's like destroying them when they go through it, he's able to just cut through it. If that's what he did, then that makes it an even greater feat than I thought of, right? But really, when I wanted, did we get to there yet? I don't think we did, right? But anyway, I want to get to this part. I thought it was interesting because going by what he's saying, right? He's talking about traveling to islands, right? But it didn't seem like that was the case for them whatever years ago. It made me think of them. We go and it shows a picture of them sunk to the bottom of the sea. Now, if we're going off the ancient kingdom, right? And it talked about has all this advanced technology and what it has as power and all that stuff, right? But also, because it talked about it being a continent, not a country, right? So it made me think of how massive the ancient kingdom must have been, right? It made me think of what if the ancient kingdom was, obviously to me it had to be like the biggest piece of land in the One Piece world, right? But what if it was so big,
pause,
right, that it covered the majority of the New World, right? Like, how there's a bunch of different islands? No, it was just like one giant island that covered like the majority of the New World. That's what I thought of it, what he was saying, because traveling, if that continent is that big, you talk about traveling to island, you have everything here in this one island. Everything, not islands are separated, all the islands are basically one island. There's more I want to add on this to later on because we didn't get there yet. So I'm going to stop it there for now, but I'm expanding on a point I want to bring up later. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Seb?
Okay. One, I thought the Nami Zoro thing was funny as hell to me a little bit. Like I thought it was funny. He's like, "Don't apologize, Jinbei." She's like, "Shut up." The Stussy piece of it hurt my heart because I mess with Stussy and she's out here like without this dude. Like, what do I live for? And it's like it's been this constant theme of this arc about like free will and like whether or not these clones are people and stuff. Like we're dabbling into that a little bit, and Stussy, I guess, will be the one that provides that real answer or that clear, concise answer that Oda's going to provide. That's going to be her storyline going forward here. What that is, I don't know. I don't know what that will be exactly or how he'll highlight it. But hopefully she's just not stuck on Vegapunk, like for the rest of her arc. I'd probably lean off of her for that one. I thought Bonnie kicking Sanji was funny. At least that's how I thought happened. I might be misreading that. I don't know. But I thought that was funny. Because she was like, don't let him use that katana, and like she's kicking. Or
she's trying to kick at the very least.
Nesjuro just rocks Sanji. Either way, I thought Sanji falling back that way looked funny to me. This dude's strong as hell. I feel like it's time to start acknowledging that. Like, I'm not going to make any crazy Mihawk comparisons just yet. But it did remind me of Mihawk cutting the iceberg. And this was more impressive to me. Although, in Mihawk's case, it was kind of like a casual slash. Him, like, identifying, like, the life form thing that Lawrence was talking about and, like, getting up there and swinging, I was trying to figure out what he meant by the obnoxious bioresponse thing. I guess other translations have different ways of saying this. But I think the most important feast there is that the Seraphim are free. And, like, the Seraphim listen to the Gorosei above everybody else.
Yep.
So we always talk about it, Lawrence, like, the raising of the stakes, like making it more and more and more and more difficult as each chapter goes by. And shout out to Nesjuro, he just made it more difficult for them to escape. So raising those stakes. I really liked that panel of the bottom of the sea. It's one of those, like, when Oda really does want to draw, he can draw. Like, I thought this looked really good. The shading was dope. He doesn't always bring this out, so I like seeing it. I thought Ivanka's face was funny as hell too. Did you get to that part?
Yeah.
Okay. Ivanka's face was funny. I don't even want to speak on Dragon, bro. I don't. I'll let you do that, bro. I'm good. I'm all the way good on that right now. In regards to the Ancient Kingdom and the stuff that Joyboy was saying about it being sunk, it confirmed a lot of theories, confirmed things people were saying over the past couple weeks with what was being stated. What Lawrence was just saying about how large the continent must have been. I know that people have said this online. I think I started thinking, I might actually believe it or start thinking it. Like, what if the Ancient Kingdom, at least in part, is just the red line? Moved up in that way. So, and like the red line stretches the entire world, right? Like around the globe. If you flattened it and spread it out, could it be that continent? Now, Vegapunk's theory, or at least what he's saying and what we're seeing, is that it's all on the bottom of the ocean. So I guess that doesn't really work. But then what's the red line? Maybe it's an addition that came that caused the sinking, but I don't know. But at the top of the red line is Pangaea's castle, and Pangaea is essentially what Vegapunk is speaking to, the existence of this giant landmass that pre-existed or predated the structure of the world that we see now. So, I don't know. I'm just curious to see more. That's it for me.
All right. The 𝘚ષI arc about to end. I'm intrigued by the depth Oda has given her character through the clone plot. It's fascinating to consider what the Seraphims might do once this is all over. I will say that. Is Kiku having a is Kaku having a change of heart? He looks sad about the 𝘚ષI's dilemma.
He see his end, bro. She fine.
He was like, can she produce?
Come on.
I'm done, bro. Why did I say that? Savage. Shout out to Edison, real MVP.
Yeah, I forgot to help my boy up, bro.
Shout out to, we got Saint Saturn walking through the halls with no hall pass. Just conquers
Yeah,
Haki.
I forgot to mention that was a dope scene too.
That was pretty cool too. That we had 2 Gorosei members doing that. Straw Hat banter will always be my favorite part of any One Piece chapter. So I love the Nami and Zoro and Jinbei little banter there. Sanji just can't catch a damn break, bro. Hey, my boy is on his back with his legs up in the air.
Oh my God, you bringing that back?
Oh my God.
You're bringing that back, bro.
Oh my God. Meanwhile, Bonnie is out here Bruce Lee kicking. The Giants are swinging off and Frankie is being helpful. Oda, I think, hates Sanji more than I do. I think so, bro. There's no way you could keep treating this boy like this, bro. Like, come on, bro.
He will, bro.
Sanji, get a dub, bro. Look cool for once. I'm rooting for you this time. Oh, man. I feel so bad. The fact that...
No, you don't.
I don't. The fact that... No, I actually don't like that he's getting played so much this arc. I will say that. Like, I kind of hate it.
I'm just used to it. He gotta have his highlight moment.
But it's not just Sanji though. Like if you look at when he cut off that head part of that ship, he's like trampling on the other giant.
Yo, I don't care,
yeah,
bro.
But that's a giant. This is Sanji, bro.
They just showed Sanji getting thrown by S-Shark in the anime, bro. Disrespectfully.
Yeah,
it's just too much Sanji disrespect. But people will never see this clip. They'll just think I hate Sanji a lot. The fact that they mentioned Ethan can cut through anything does bring back the memory of Zoro talking to his sensei, Shimotsuki Kishiro. In chapter 194, Kyoshiro told Zoro, the pinnacle of swordsmanship is the power to protect what one wishes to protect and cut what one wishes to cut. A blade that injures all it touches isn't a sword. Then in chapter 195, Zoro says he could feel the rocks, trees, the earth, and steel off of Mr. One breathing.
Pause.
I think the bubbles from Ethan are his swordsmanship's breathing. I think this is the bio-response. I think it's his own breathing techniques. Or...
Like from Demon Slayer?
Could be. Kind of. This is how he's able to cut everything. So whatever this bio-response is, it is a different form of swordsmanship we haven't seen before. Shout out to Mihawk for, once again, not versing this person. Also, Oda putting Kyoshiro in the chapter after that cut is fantastic. So I think there's a little bit of insinuation saying, hey, this is probably a breathing technique that swordsmen use. I thought that was fantastic. So Oda saying that One Piece's world was much like ours. We once had a single continent called Pangaea. In One Piece, they had a single continent too. Our Pangaea broke apart due to earthquakes from the tectonic plates. In One Piece, it's because of artificial earthquakes created from weapons of mass destruction. I love this idea. Interesting side note, Imu resides in the castle at Marijoa called Pangaea Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the red line was actually created probably 800, 900 years ago due to the ancient weapons. Because when you cause earthquakes, it also creates mountains. That's how mountains are created, which is kind of cool. Is Oda saying the whole world of One Piece is just Atlantis?
Was he on that episode where I said this? Maybe not. I don't remember.
No.
But
Wait.
maybe
No,
he's
yeah, he was.
saying maybe he's saying the lost, world of is Atlantis. And since the four road poneglyphs actually point to a certain middle, it's probably down in the water. The ancient kingdom is sunk. Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We got confirmation that Dragon didn't go to Egghead as I hoped. I hope he was going to Egghead, bro. And he didn't. He's still brooding, by the way. Not shocked at the information, like everyone else is. It just proves that the revolutionaries didn't know anything. Again, I do not understand the Dragon hype. I do not think I ever will until he actually does something. It will be very interesting to see just what Dragon is going to mean to the story, if anything. Because at this point, there's too many people that fill his role, and there's too many ways that he could just not be involved.
He gonna fight one of the Gorosei.
He gonna have to fight one of them and say something cool, but at this point, it's like, what do we need him for, bro? Like, he's not making an impact. It's just disappointing. I had the audacity to say in that panel, he just decided to scurry straight to Egghead.
Yeah, you did, bro. You was tripping.
I was tripping, apparently.
You was tripping,
So,
bro. That was such a wild
I
statement.
don't know what to do anymore.
You're
bro.
trying to believe.
I was trying to have hope. Yes, I gave myself hope, and
He's gonna do something.
it disintegrated into nothing.
You gotta do something. It's just it's too late for me to care, bro.
But when
Personally.
I bet you when Oda writes it, it's gonna be great.
It'll be great. It'll just be too late.
And I was gonna say, 𝗏𝐿
What?
𝗏𝐿.
Come on, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Wasn't any Stussy cosplays at Momocon?
Yeah,
That would've
bro.
been tough.
Yeah. But anyway, let's read 10 super chats, and then we'll get to the final part of the chapter, and then read the rest of the super chats, and then we'll go into phone calls.
All right. We got another 5 from Off-Brand. It says, Frankie creates cable TV, dial-up internet, and the first phone, freeing all the Mushis. In the final battle, the Tontadas ride them to war against the world government. That's wild. I don't know if y'all got anything for that, but I think that closes the loop on all the Den Mushi super chats. So thank you, Off-Brand. Another subscription to Warlord status from Monkey D. Hershko. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Shichibukai. Another 5 from Nerd Taku. What up, nerd? It says, you dodging my package again, bro? I'ma come hand deliver it to the studio and do a Taku takes over topped. Hashtag just accept it. Hashtag Mr. Worldwide. Hashtag TrollSeb. Hashtag LawDdad. Thank you, Taku. I'm gonna remind him next week. I'm gonna remind him. Another 2 from Mario Cruz. It says carrot on top with a carrot. Hashtag bang bang buggy gang. Hashtag best book club. Thank you, Mario.
Thank you.
Another 5 from Dope. It says, without Foxy, we would have never gotten Afro Luffy. Hashtag Team Foxy. Hashtag Davey back Pirate Games. Hashtag Joyboy was betrayed. Hashtag Davey betrayed Joyboy. Hashtag Emu betrayed Joyboy. Maybe. I think minimizing the war to like a Davy back fight might rub me the wrong way.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. No.
Like if Vegapunk is just talking about a giant Davy back fight, I'm not with that, bro.
Dude, I'm so done with Davy back fights. I didn't even want it when I don't use the whole. That's what Rox was using to get all those hitters on his crew.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
I'm not even with that.
I'm with it for Rox.
I'm not.
I'm with it for Rox. I'm not with it for.
Yeah, I just don't like people being great.
No,
that's the thing.
The thing is, y'all not acknowledging the greatness of winning that many Davy back fights against the top tiers of the verse,
Damn,
bro.
yo, you could throw a horseshoe around a pole, bro. It's crazy. Better than another person.
Hey, bro, it's like that.
We're legitimately pirates.
Yeah.
But the thing is, after I did that, I still y'all still was on the crew. Y'all could have mutinied. Y'all didn't. I'm just saying.
That's why it fits more of a common goal that they got together, and they're more of like, I'm here because of Davy back. I gotta honor that. Come on.
Maybe you here because of the Davy back, and the honor comes after. Another 2 from Mark Thomas says, "Be crazy if Joy Boy was more like Blackbeard than Luffy." I'm with it. Let Luffy be Nika and let Blackbeard be Joy Boy. You feel me?
Listen, bro. Joy Boy of the Dusk, bro.
Dusk, bro. Another 10 from Balder. It says, "If Blackbeard had eaten the Nika fruit instead of the Yami Yami no Mi, will he have been able to awaken it or use it better than Luffy if not awakened?" I'm going to say no. I don't think he represents the fruit in the way that I think it needed to be represented.
What
If Blackbeard ate the Nika fruit.
But you just said that Joy Boy was more like Blackbeard than he
Listen, that's my headcanon. That's not what's accurate to what the story is to this point. We literally have in this chapter alone, Momo saying, "Oh, he's like Luffy." Sounds like Luffy.
I will say this: I can't picture Blackbeard jumping in the air and doing turning giant.
Is that a weight issue or what's the problem, bro?
It's more like
I'll be on trampolines.
No, because I feel like Joy Boy, you got to have all this energy. Blackbeard lazy as heck, bro. That's something we can't deny. No weight in whatever included. He's just lazy.
I don't know if I would call Blackbeard lazy.
He's lazy.
He
looks for the easy way to do things.
He don't look
are
like
engineers lazy?
He don't look like a top, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What? We got another 4 months to Nakama status from Nerds Play 21.
That is a bottom, bro.
Oh my god, bro. I was gonna put a poll up. I'm not gonna do that. We got another 5 from Mask Menace. It says, "I just rewatched Impel Down and can totally see Bon Bon having Conquer's Haki. Just a random cool thought. Hopefully he shows up again. #Buggy Gang."
You tripping?
I know I be tripping with the who could be a conqueror stuff
tripping,
all the time. My qualifications are lower than a lot of people. We gotta chill out.
Yeah, you tripping, man. Chill out. I'm sorry. No, I'm not even sorry. You tripping. Bon Clay is definitely not a conqueror. I don't know what you see him.
He's more conqueror than Usopp.
I'll explain the Usopp thing to y'all again some other time, bro. Some other time. Another 5 from Cuddy Flam. It says, "Would have been nice to see Vegapunk and Frankie geek out on some advanced technologies." Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Another 8 from Kevin Salinas. 8 months to Nakama status. It says, "Larry still has me thinking about the cosplay honeys." Listen, it was out there, bro. Another 5 from Ruby's Wolf. It says, "What if the poneglyphs have false info and that's why Emu and the Gorosei against them being translated?" That's a little too that they write to me. Mm-hmm. Like the lengths they going for the not translating misinformation is crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
the ancient kingdom took the time to describe those bricks, and the entire time they just put their own agenda, their own story, lies on it. They was out here scheming the evil, it's the entire time.
I will say this: I do think
that's what we do in real life.
We do have a number of the amount of poneglyphs that are out there. Mm-hmm. It's been said, how much wrote poneglyphs, how much.
Yeah.
I think there might be some poneglyphs that might have been sunk to the sea.
Yeah, Jinbei found one in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's probably dozens that haven't been able to be read.
There was one at Impel Down too, but nobody really talks about that.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that.
It's
buried in the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, it was buried in the wall.
But it makes sense. Dolphy gonna be like, "Yo, bring that with us. We out."
It makes sense because Wano created Impel Down.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and they write on poneglyphs.
We got another 2 from to Mark. It says, do y'all think Bonnie's command works on S-Bear? It should. I don't see why it wouldn't.
It should.
I don't know if that would automatically make it override a Gorosei command.
It should.
Do you think like you think if like S-Bear was ever like in a tux, she'd be like, "Damn, daddy."
Okay. Okay, bro.
Wow. I don't even know what to say, bro.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I accidentally missed the super chat. 5 from Misery
That
Avenue.
wasn't a good one?
It says, what up, top crew?
Whatever.
Glad to see you guys doing well. Had a son on May 6th. Congrats. Isaac D. Proud to have someone to carry on the will of D. Yes, I've come to terms, if I ever have a kid, their middle initial will have to start with D. Unless Oda completely fumbles the reveal of that before I have a kid.
Yeah, but congrats, man. Congrats on your
seriously.
child.
What is it gonna stand for? Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Another 5 from Anthony Herrera. Rich baby mama Stussy, I can help her. Okay.
Yo, facts, bro. She need to know what to do with her life. Come to me, girl.
Bend that ass home.
I'll give you a reason.
Come on.
All right, I'm done.
Another 5 from No One Special. It says, what if Toki is Joy Boy's daughter, making Momo his grandson, which is why he can talk to Zoe? And what if to make a black blade, your dream must be completed?
Interesting on the Toki being, but see, Toki's from was from Wano though, right?
Yeah.
Toki was from Wano, so
I think Toki, like Wano existed before the Ancient Kingdom got attacked, right? Or at least before the 20 Kingdoms united. Mm-hmm. So like,
yeah,
it's not all one continent, right? Like there's
Yeah.
several different continents, or at least different land masses. I don't know, bro. As far as the Black Blade thing, y'all got
this is
anything on
Haki,
that?
bro. It's Haki.
Yeah,
How did your
it
dreams-
has to be.
Like
Haki.
that's a lot of nuance. Like, what's your dream, bro?
It's either that or it's Bankai.
like the,
Shinbu Sakura.
because there's people that just aren't swordsmen that are gonna complete their dream, right? So like,
Gatsuga!
so if Sanji finds the all blue and picks up a sword, like he could blacken it, like all, like you know,
All blue?
I don't know if that works.
Blue Blade?
Blue knives.
Blue Lake Sanji?
You're forging your Haki with the blade, and you know, I guess you're conquering the blade too, but like you're forging your Haki. So,
Another 2 from Cuddy Flam. Robin got that One Piece. Hashtag a wow. It's probably ow, but there's an O in there.
Hey, ow. Let's do one more. Yeah.
Another 10 from Captain D Knuckles. It says, do you think if Yasopp took Usopp onto Shank's ship instead of abandoning him, Usopp would be less of a coward, or would he be similar to Buggy on Roger's ship? I think
that's not much of an upgrade.
No, he's saying it. Would he be like that as the correlation, or would he be like a completely different version? Like it's the two.
No, I feel like it would have made him a little less of a coward. I guess because like, you know, because also too, like, what was happening on Usopp's island that was just making him so scared, or the fact that it was like nothing happening at all, you know. Mm-hmm. But also too, Usopp's experiencing all this and it's not growing him to be a brave warrior.
Usopp just need dreads, bro. That's really what it is. Nobody wants to point it out, but give him the Miles Morales haircut, bro.
I mean,
call it a day.
That goes into like nature versus nurture. Like, is this who you are, or is it just your like, you know what I'm saying? What your upbringing is.
What's your nature, bro?
My nature?
Mm-hmm. You're a baddie, aren't you?
Right,
little baddie said.
Baddie said.
You're a little dotty Bobby.
Okay.
I hate you so much. Yo, Joe is here, or Preston.
Bobby,
one of the two is here, bro. I hope y'all made it back safe, man. Shut up.
All right, my bad.
Get up.
I don't know what.
You little baddie. All right, let's
You're so stupid. I can't with you.
All right.
Read the damn chapter, man.
I'm trying, bro. Trying.
Terrible.
All right. Finally, at the end of the chapter, Vegapunk continues his broadcast. In fact, one can assume that in the past, there were a number of continents we know nothing about. We head to Nami's hometown, Kokoyasi Village, where they are shocked by the news. Nojiko tells everyone to give the rest of the information to her later. She's going to check on the tangerine groves. Vegapunk continues. If the world were still the same as it was in the past.
Why are you assuming Vegapunk is German, bro? What is this?
Then the act of erasing 100 years of history would be simply unthinkable and impossible. However, it makes it much more sense when you understand that the rise in sea level over that century was 200 meters. Then Marines are in disbelief at this news. Mott Town residents say Vegapunk's lying. The Cherry Blossom Kingdom wonders if that's even possible. I believe we see Miss Golden Week and other people around her are comparing 200 meters to the mountains near them. Vegapunk continues on. As for why the sea level rose so much during that century, it would be natural to assume the work of sudden natural disaster. But I can state for a fact that it was a man-made disaster. Big News Morgans yells out that that's just crazy. Vivi covers his beak and tells him to shush. Vegapunk continues. If such cataclysm were caused by natural forces, then the initial disaster would have spanned several centuries, and in fact, slowed but continual damage upon the world.
Why'd you turn Japanese?
But by any measurement, climatology, geology, environmental, and atmosphere science, the dramatic shift could not have happened within a single century. So, the cause of something else. And when I detected the rise in worldwide sea levels the other day, I had my answer. I knew the reason and confirmed its existence. The ancient weapons that sank the world into the sea 800 years ago still existed today and await the moment. Shut up! And awaited the moment that they start once again. In other words, the vast war that arose during the last century never came to an end. We see Imu's eyes at the end of the chapter. What are your thoughts, guys? Starting with Lawrence.
Why did you say he's playing with butterflies? But anyway.
Got that Kendrick on, bro.
Pimp, pimp! So I thought this got into our part where I was talking about earlier, right? So I'm just gonna go right into it. We talked about, again, the ancient kingdom is probably this really, really massive continent, right? And we know it was sunken. But I thought it was interesting, and according to Vegapunk, he's saying what led to it being sunk was the ancient kingdoms. Was the ancient weapons, right? But from what we understand, right, the ones who held the power of the ancient weapons was the ancient kingdoms itself, right? In fact, the world government hasn't really shown or proven that they have it. They kind of been looking for it. We saw it on, Frankie's Island. What's it called?
Water 7.
Water 7, right?
How do you forget Water 7, bro?
I was thinking Gallia, and I was like, no, that's like the name of the group, like pretty much. But yeah, Water 7, right? That they were trying to get their hands on Pluton, right? And we saw Frank
get these hands,
them hands. No, I'm kidding. Right? And then Frankie, memorized it, but also burned them up. So he said the only way he has it is in his mind, right? Besides from maybe
him and Iceberg most likely memorized it. Yeah,
exactly, right?
Which I don't know how, because they even admitted it was like impossible.
Yeah. So, and also, it shouldn't be in human hands to create it, right? The danger of it, right? But we noticed, all right, apparently, that whatever it was either, because we all know, it is, or the makings of it, or to make a new one is on Wano too. But the ancient weapon, when we talk of, is the ancient kingdom had either possession of it or they made it. I don't know if they made it on their continent, which makes it more belief, and then they just probably somehow shipped it to Wano. We don't exactly know how it happened, right? But at the end of the day, it's they had multiple ancient weapons, right? Or whatever, cause of their power, in this massive continent. But what made me think of, if he's saying the ancient weapons is what sunk them, right? I was just so confused in here, because how do you sink yourself, right? Unless the world government got their hands on it somehow and used it against them, right? So then if that happened, and we talk about the rising of it, right? So this massive continent, so someone even said it earlier, what rose the sea levels up, right? So then it hit me too, because I was trying to do the math on it, how it makes sense, because the panel here also talked about how, right here, that mountain over there is just about 200 meters. Imagine the rise of that high. it sounds like hell. How many people must have passed?
Yeah.
Right? But this is where I'm like, how does this make sense? If it rose 200 meters, right, from that continent of the ancient kingdom being sunken or whatever, right? But we do know, right, that people probably have to pass. But all of the islands that the 20 kingdoms used to reside on, they were given to other kingdoms, right? This is what
you mean when the kings of those nations left to 𝗵𝐺𝐻𝐽, they still existed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like 𝗏𝐿𝐴 said, right, that after the war, and they decided to reside on 𝗵𝐺𝐻𝐽, the 20 kingdoms, the alliance, right?
Yeah.
They assigned those kingdoms, their old kingdoms,
and
right?
they erased the names of themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where 𝗏𝐿𝐴, when he lost from 𝗵𝐺𝐻𝐽, he came back to his old kingdom that his family used to own in 𝗧𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴, right? So right here is like the rising of that. How come these islands weren't affected? You know?
I would say that they most likely had kingdoms under them. The same way Wano did, remember? And then they moved to Mount Fuji.
Okay.
So they probably just migrated. And remember, this is over like 800 years.
Yeah.
I'll say
So
this as well.
landscapes could change through 800 years.
I'll say this as well. In 𝗧𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴's specific case, they low-key had a plateau basically built on the island.
flower bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that is like, yo, in case it ever did rise 200 meters, y'all would be good up here. Like, they could have forecasted that just in case. Like, maybe the specific kingdoms or whatever, like the specific kingdoms weren't targeted by these attacks, but they still have fail-safes to protect them, like a Wano, like a 𝗧𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴. I'd have to look at what the other kingdoms are, but do we know exactly? Alabasta, I'm trying to think if it has one. I mean, it itself is like a desert kingdom, so maybe it's just not susceptible to sinking underwater in the same way. Like, there's just no water like around it like that. So I don't know, but you were about to say something.
I was gonna say it also could be that you remember how we theorized, like, how could they ever have won against the ancient kingdom?
Right.
This literally seems impossible. Even if they went against them, there's no way they could beat them. They have ancient weapons. They have Joy Boy. They have Poseidon at their back.
So,
they have everything.
Yeah.
So how do you fumble like that?
So how did they fumble? And I think the most likely case is that they acquired an ancient weapon, and the ancient weapon they must have acquired was Uranus.
Yeah.
But that would be what the betrayal probably is. The gifting of one of those ancient weapons to
Bingo.
the 20 kingdoms.
So it's like, maybe that's what happened. So when that did happen, and this is just pure theory, it's hypothetical, if that did happen, then they must have known what the cause and effect of it would be. They must have been relayed that information. So through that, they decided we must move up to a higher height just in case things don't work out.
I gotta remember.
But we're going to use this. So those kingdoms probably exist only because they took action before they took action. You know what I'm saying? I think all the other continents, though, or not continents, but all the other kingdoms that must have lost their lives probably weren't allied with those nations.
Makes
so
sense.
it's like, yo, we're gone now. Like, they must have took a major hit. So I can see like how that works out, you know?
Yeah. No, that makes sense, because I was thinking in my head like, so one thing I thought, right? Even though I know the world government, or the Gorosei, they mentioned the Great Cleansing in the past, right? We don't know exactly what they mean by that, right? If they're for the rising, because I'm thinking, what is to their benefit the rising of the water?
Yeah.
You know? But made me think of, for example, since the ancient power or weapons were in the ancient kingdoms. So it could be like, for example, most likely the betrayal happened, because that does make more sense. But I was thinking, what if that was part of the danger that they saw that the world government, that the ancient kingdom was doing, right? Because it's talking about, like, right? Because 𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐴 said that this happened, what was it? Was it before or during the Void Century, right? Because it's talking about rising 200 meters, right?
Well, it happened after the ancient weapons were created. The ancient weapons were created 800 years ago.
Yeah.
So it happened during the Void.
Yeah. So yeah, it happened during the Void, right? That this is long ago. Because it made me think, for example, and it shows to me again where I'm linking back to like where I said Odin or Wano could have partly foreshadowed something, because we also see too is that Wano is standing above of an already sinking.
Of old Wano.
Old Wano,
Yeah.
right? And how it could be, for example, because I always thought of, right, now we see Laugh Tale. And have you guys ever noticed where their position of where they're laughing? It doesn't really necessarily look like they're on the island. Right?
No, I never thought about that.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, why does it look like that?
Imagine they're like in a clam.
They're sitting on a clam. Because it made me think.
Imagine.
It could have been that's why they're not. It's not gonna sound like, oh, it was so sunk the entire time. That's why they were laughing.
Yeah.
But what if you only able to see a little small glimpse of it because the ancient kingdom like is sunken?
Yeah.
Right? So what is Laugh Tale? To me, Laugh Tale could just be part of the ancient kingdom that's still emerged from
Oh, that's a good idea.
the
Could
kingdom,
be
right?
that too.
So it's like the whole bottom of it is like, I'm too early for whatever reason. But you're only seeing glimpses because to me it looked like they were still on the ship. They were very relatively close together when we saw the image of Jiraja pirates laughing and all. To me, it looked like they couldn't even go on the island.
Yeah.
You know? So to me, it could have been like, because also too, Oda said open up Wano's borders. What if he learned that, because if he heard learned the whole century, he must have learned too that the thing is sinking, you know?
Yeah.
And is rising. Wano could very much re-happen again. Like where, you know? So it's like open up Wano's borders so this doesn't happen again. Because Wano was already sunken the first time. The old Wano.
Yeah.
So it made me think again, and then the foreshadowing that is because, like, again, a lot of times we see why people become pirates. You know, it's usually, some people say it's not always to escape for something, right? But a lot of it too, like Odin in a way kind of wanted to escape responsibility, so to speak, right? Or not at the very least, he didn't want to be tied down to something, right? So it goes into Joy Boy. It could be that, but I don't think Oda would write it exactly the same, right? It could just be also too to further their ideas.
Yeah.
Right? Because the main thing is like we saw back in Ohara, it said that they wanted these ideas to be erased from history, right? But what if Jorbe was trying to share the ideas from the ancient kingdom
Sharing too much, man.
Yeah, and what if like, and there was like, and it could be that too, where say like they were going back to the betrayal, is that the Gorosei wanted to keep this for themselves, right? They didn't want the ideas to be shared. You know, this is going back to them being the bad guys though, right? So it's like they wanted to share the ideas, and that's why they lie like, yo, they're trying to give the world what we have. We're aligned with them, because if they were in alliance before, they would be aligned with the ancient kingdom, right? That's why I mentioned earlier too. It's like, what if it was 21 kingdoms, and then all the 20 kingdoms aligned against the one, making the 20 alliance against the one kingdom? And it's because we all are advancing or whatever, and you want to share it with the world. Because very like, because you see like the way the Gorosei or the Celestial Dragons work is like we feed ourselves all of the great things, but we give the world nothing. We give them what we want them to read. We give them what we control the masses, right? So we give them our leftovers, right, while keeping them satisfied, but also feeding us a little bit to keep going, right? So to me, it's like there's different reasons why people become pirates, right? And of course, it's going to be revealed later on. But it shows that how much either the danger or the power that the ancient kingdom have and what they wanted to do was either way was going to affect the world, right? And that's like we're going to decide if it's going to affect the world for good or the worse. But to me, it kind of felt like the ancient kingdom may have sunk themselves. Maybe not purposely, right? But if you have the power of the ancient kingdoms, how do you sink? One, how do you lose, but how do you sink, right? So I think there's a piece that we're going to get soon that we're missing of what happened there.
Yeah. All right. You ready, Seb?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to add from what Lawrence was saying. He was spitting, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like Lawrence was spitting a whole lot there. I'm really starting to gravitate towards the idea that the Gorosei were a part of Joy Boy's crew or Nika's crew or whatever, and it's probably why they refer to him as Nika instead of Joy Boy, because it's like the Straw Hat aren't gonna call Luffy Straw Hat. They're gonna call him Luffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they were the ones to betray him and cause all this, that means they weren't a part of the original 20 Kingdoms. And they made a deal with those 20 Kingdoms to get rid of Joy Boy. And it's like, we'll get rid of him, but we running things. Y'all come up, survive, and
I'm running things.
But we running
things.
And that would make Emu probably like the right hand. And then the planetary order thing just still works. I kind of really am gravitating to that theory now. 20 Kings was hating, bro. End of the day, we could be all complex and nuanced if we want, but end of the day, they was hating because they had something that y'all ain't have, bro. And y'all did all this to make it happen. The 200 meters thing is kind of crazy. I was thinking of it, like how far that is, but then I started thinking of like when Kaido jumped from the Sky Island, how many meters that must have been. It says like 9,000. So like,
yeah, that's too much. Well, 1 meter equals 3 feet.
Yeah. So I'm like, one,
So 600 feet.
Kaido's insane, and two, 200 meters is still wild to sink islands and things on that level, right? So
Yeah.
I started feeling like I need to learn how to swim. That's all I kept thinking about, bro. When I was
Yeah, you
reading
just
this.
told everybody a stereotype.
Yeah, listen, I know how to swim on a. Yeah, I can like make it like from a beach.
You don't have to lie, Craig. You don't have to lie.
Listen, I could get like to an area, right? Like if it's in the like visible distance.
Come on, son.
I can't survive
Come on,
200
son.
meters though. You feel me? Nochiko didn't care.
Celestial Dragon.
I was like, yo,
Celestial
this
Dragon.
is like pertinent to like your
I'm
sister's
calling
life.
it now, bro.
Like your sister is like
there.
is like here going through this and like is the navigator, and they're talking about the world is sinking. Like this should be.
Listen, bro. Nusjuro? No Chico?
Come on,
Yo,
bro.
they sound
No,
similar,
chill
bro.
out. I'll chalk it up to her
Sorry,
having
bro.
faith in Nami. It just was wild to see it, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo, she just doesn't care that this is happening. She's chilling. I don't have much else, like, as far as what was said in the chapter. I do think that Vivi being part of that, like, last page or so is important. We were just talking about the 20 Kingdoms. The whole chapter is regarding the 20 Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And, like, the decisions made and stuff. And, like, she's one of the like offspring of one of the original 20 kingdoms.
Yeah.
This whole time we've been talking about this, and when I read the chapter, I was trying to identify what the other kingdoms were. I know the Dressrosa is one of them. Alabasta is another one. Although they stayed because there was really technically 19.
Shit, did
kingdoms.
research and did notes, bro.
Yo, listen, I was in Atlanta, bro.
I did notes today.
I was
I
was
literally
busy.
researched in 2 hours.
I was busy. Do you have notes on this?
I do not.
Then shut up.
We don't have the same thought ideas.
Bro. Nah,
What
bro.
the
Don't come for me, bro. Don't come
What?
for me, bro. Don't do that.
Huh?
Don't.
You want me to have all the answers?
Yeah.
Sway? Okay.
Anyway.
My bad, yo. You're right.
But it got me thinking about other islands and other kingdoms in the One Piece world that have like some sort of built-in way to survive a 200-meter rising ocean level or sea level.
Yeah.
And I know I just talked about Vivi, but Wapple's kingdom has that giant plateau as well. That has the island up there with the cat. Is it castle up there or is that just the girl's house? I don't remember. But either way, I'm saying I think that maybe Wapple is one of those 20 kingdoms. Although he sucks, so who really cares?
Shout out to Wapple, bro.
Yeah, what's it called? Drum Kingdom? Yeah.
Was one thing that was the
One of the 20, bro.
The Cherry Blossom Kingdom.
We got to get 20 kingdoms, bro. We've probably been to all of them. Low key.
Probably.
Yo.
High chance.
Yeah.
High chance.
Skypiea probably. Who knows,
Haki. Haki.
But beyond that, I did like that bar at the end. That the war.
Spit it, bro.
The war never ended, bro. War never changes.
War never changes.
Shout out to Fallout.
Shout out to Fallout. We falling out right now.
Listen, bro, you ain't lying. But overall, Lawrence was bringing out the point about like they don't have the ancient weapons, or at least they don't have all of them. They're still looking for them. They're still searching for them. Vegapunks confirmed the existence that they still exist, which we've all known. But like, where are they at though?
Yeah.
I'm ready to start seeing some ancient weapons.
Well, the ancient weapons exist. We know that.
I'm ready to start seeing them. Is my point.
Yeah.
Start like I
Well,
know
we've
Lucia
seen
go
one of
hard.
them.
We don't even know that.
No, we see Poseidon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
That's an ancient weapon. Even though that's not like.
let me rephrase.
That might be Fishman created.
Let me rephrase. I want to start seeing them in action.
Yeah.
And maybe Leloucia was that.
Yeah, Leloucia definitely was that, bro.
I'm trying to
There's
see.
no way.
I'm trying to see, bro. Because if the Mother Flame is a fraction of what it could be, that means Leloucia could be done like to probably like. Remember in Star Wars where they wiped out that one planet,
And now
then
they
like
wiping out
and now they
multiple
wiping out
planets.
5 planets at once and stuff.
Yeah, that's so scary. Imagine you were taking a dookie and you just
Would it matter, bro?
exploded, bro. What are you doing then?
What do you mean, what am I doing? My planet's gone, bro.
I just go in the toilet. I just be like, yo, I'm safe here.
Well, that's all I got, man. I'm trying to see Eam's face.
Yeah.
I hope she a baddie.
I hope she's a baddie.
Oh my god, I hope she's a baddie, bro.
Little Dottie Bobby. All right, you
Yeah, I'm done.
You finito?
I'm done.
All right, I will say this, bro. I will say this. Ancient kingdoms, like the 20 kingdoms, might have gone hard, but I ain't see one sword in that empty throne room that was black. I'll tell you that. I have a theory. I think the previous Poseidon created the ☠ belt. I think when they were losing the war, and I do not know how they were losing the war. Poseidon, and then you got Water 7 ancient shipwrights building you Pluton, and it was there. And then you had Wano, who has all this tech too that's unbreakable.
Whole time Joy Boy like, yo, we don't gotta fight, guys. We don't have to fight.
And then they
lose it.
got, and then they got Uranus, most likely from the Birkins that built it. I'm like, bro, how did the 20 kingdoms beat them, bro? Like,
listen, bro, Dirk beats the Heat, bro.
This is literally like being 28-3 in a football game at the Super Bowl, and then you just lose.
It's
like,
worse, bro.
How, bro?
He gassed out.
I will say that most likely they obviously took precautions to say, yo, we're losing the war. We know we're losing the war, and we have to send out these poneglyphs. We have to have this letter from Lily. What's Poseidon's role? And I've always said this. Poseidon has kind of been a non-factor for these lores that we keep getting dropped on us. What happened to her? What was said? What was done?
She got pregnant.
Like she's not even mentioned except once, and it was that she existed with that Joy Boy, and they were cool. That's it. But if she did have a part to play, I think she created the ☠ belt, and she took her precautions. So her you know how Boa told Blackbeard that even after I pass away, those people are still not going to be turned back to normal. They're going to stay stoned. Even if a person that has the devil fruit later on will not be able to turn them. They're going to stay stoned. What if her ability is like the Aquaman ability that we've seen Poseidon already have with the Neptunians, where she can command all these fish and program them throughout. I would guess fish don't live forever, but we don't know how long the Neptunians live for.
Like through perpetuity.
Yeah.
Won't
so
attack, yeah.
They're not allowed to like ever leave here, which splits the oceans. That way, some islands could be safe from the world government because one, they didn't have the technology to cross the ☠ belt until Vegapunk arrived. Vegapunk was the first one to coat the bottom of battleships with sea stone. That way, they could cross the ☠ belt. Mm-hmm. That was said from, I believe, Nami or Kobe or somebody like that.
During the post-Water 7
Yeah,
stuff,
Nami was overhearing a conversation. She was eavesdropping. That's something I think that Poseidon probably did back then. Also, if Vegapunk is not able to replicate the technology such as the Mother Flame or probably Uranus, right? That means whatever ancient weapon was back then, if it's not destroyed and it had a power source that was unbelievable, might have caused the same damage it did, but it broke apart, it flooded the oceans 200 meters. But here's the more important factor. You remember how they always said New World's oceans are way more deadlier? Not because of the people, but because the weather is so much more dramatically different. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's where it was used, and it changed the weather forever. Vegapunk mentions the climatology. Is that even a word that he said? I might have just made that up.
He said the word, I'll say that.
He said something like climatology or something like that.
Climatology, geology.
Yeah, so basically it affected the oceans and the climate so much that it changed it forever. And we get that where? Alabasta. Alabasta, when they tried to make it rain, what happened to the climate? It took rain away. So there's been foreshadows to climate change too. And it's by weapons created by man. So it's like, oh, snap. Like, nah, like we're diving deep, bro. So I mean, I know I'm saying some
No.
things, but they're not that interesting. But
No, you actually made me think of something. Because you're talking about changing climates. This is just a wild take because it is not. It's not. The more I thought about it, it doesn't make sense, right? It just made me think. You know, the ancient weapons are to change climates and all that stuff, and heavily is obviously we talked about, like, from what I said, that the ancient kingdom was in the New World, right? And Laftel is probably, like, you know, an already sunken ancient kingdom, but like a piece of it. But when you talked about it changing climates, all what they're able to do, and we're getting these ancient weapons from the ancient kingdom, what if one of the weapons was creation of abilities? Like, one of the ancient kingdoms that's not spoken about creates devil fruits abilities.
I think once Vegapunk let us know what it was.
Yeah, I know. That's
it was kind of like.
But that's what I said.
He still said it was a theory, technically.
But technically, too, Lawrence could be right
because they could have a mass idea creation situation.
Exactly. They could create enough.
Did I just say mass idea creation situation?
It's okay, bro.
But yeah, so when you were saying that, it made me think of that.
Yeah.
Because the ancient kingdom is supposed to be so advanced that it could turn your dreams or realities into, you know, reality. In a way, into fruits.
Dreams and
so you can harness that power.
Meek Mill, bro.
I'm very interested in just hearing. I think at this point, because I think we covered everything. I need to hear from Emu.
Yeah.
I need some. I don't need technically this person to talk to anybody. I want Emu to probably say something to themselves. I just want to see like what, like, you know, I like even the crown of Emu looks very similar to the crowns of that silhouette picture of Joy Boy and the Three Kings that we saw. It's gonna be very interesting to see how that kingdom played its part. It might be the person, you know, the people that I think this is the most beautiful part, that we don't know who's right.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
And
we don't know who's right.
We got Emu's name, right? The family name's Nerona. Right? So was there a Nerona kingdom?
Wait.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed us the kingdom.
Nerona.
Yeah.
I was thinking to Lily.
Yo, low key, Perona. Perona part of the kingdom, bro.
Don't make Perona more important than she is, bro, please.
But that's a very good point. I didn't realize
you know
it
what she
too.
does? She suppresses people's wills, bro.
Stop.
Marv know what I'm talking about. He's seen Thriller Bark.
But that's a good call out. I didn't even notice that Eam is very much still dressed like them.
Hold on. And you know who she's cool with? Mihawk. And who has the same eyes as Mihawk?
Dun, dun, dun.
Damn, yo. Smush fry. I'm telling you, bro.
Marv, have you seen
bro.
Black Dynamite? I feel like I end up asking Marv this question like once every 60 episodes.
Listen, bro. I'm connecting dots, bro.
Listen, bro.
Y'all not doing this, bro. All right?
A sleepiest, of course. I guarantee you there's an Sleepiest reference in One Piece somewhere, bro. Listen.
And who is the god of war?
Harry! That's
And the condom liquor gives you what? Gives you what? Lil Richie. And what's another name for Lil Richie?
It's Richard.
All right, I'm done. All right. Anyway, here's what we'll do, guys. We're gonna go into commercial break. After commercial break, we are going to go into the rest of the super chats, and we'll finish those, and then we'll get to phone calls. All right. So, Marv, if you will.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area.
You just fill out a questionnaire, and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session, Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
He did it vertical and horizontally.
But it wasn't. Then how's it? That's not to the magnitude that they did it.
Huh?
When he cut Pika, it's not the magnitude that they did it with Law, Mihawk, and.
I wouldn't say that. No? I mean, nah, I don't think so, bro. All right.
My fault.
You done boo loving, bro? Can we hit these super chats?
Shut up. We got another 5 from Shabazz Clark. It says, glad I was able to catch you guys live. It's been a while. What do you think Kizaru's role will be at the end of this arc? # like the stream.
Taking a net.
I'm starting to think he's gonna switch sides for real.
Nah, he's not gonna switch sides.
Oh, yo, listen, bro.
Oh,
Kizaru, he's not gonna switch sides.
bro, he might.
Yeah, he might, bro. He conflicted. He's very clearly conflicted.
Yeah.
And now he's hearing all this. So.
Yeah.
Another 2 from Zoro Top 1. All the people that know something have ... speech bubbles. I'd have to go back.
You saying that? You trying to say that Dragon has know something?
Dragon don't know a damn thing, bro.
Yeah, speech bubble.
Super chat wrong. We got another Nakama subscription from Big Boss Borsellino. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama, and welcome. Another 5 from our guy, Roanoa Chris. It says, happy belated birthday, Seb. Use this super chat for a Costco run. If you know, you know.
Plan B, baby.
That's not enough, bro. Anyway.
Did they come to a pack?
Nah, it's just the one, bro. But it's only $6. And you can get 2. But they'll limit you to 2.
Don't be looking at me while I'm asking the amount, bro. All right, back up.
I don't know what y'all talking about. But.
Plan B is only $6 at Costco, which is why the super chat wasn't enough, Chris. Anyway, we got another 4. Wait, no, I gotta continue Chris's super chat. # Bonnie for Straw Hat. # 2 Gorosei packed up Sanji. # Kendrick Lamar would be a conqueror. I believe so.
I don't know about that.
Listen, man.
What is it, the braids?
Another 10-month membership to Nakama status from our guy King Cagney. It says almost a year, gents, with the Nakama fists. Love to have you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Another gifted membership from Cuddy Flam. So whoever was out there able to receive that membership, throw a W in the chat or a Nakama fist in the chat for Cuddy.
Cuddy was flammy.
Another 2 from JT. It says, Larry, I'm gonna have to deal with you, bro. Quit wilding. I don't feel like you're wilding this episode like that.
You're right. I wasn't.
I mean, he was saying.
Nah, you was wild.
Saying some crazy jokes. I mean,
He was wild.
I know you got clipped a bunch of times for that compilation of the pause moments, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
We got another $1 from Cholo. It's their first super chat, but no super chat attached. So thank you. Let us know your thoughts next time. Another 2 from Benny. It says, "What up from Ethiopia?" I think
Shout out to Ethiopia, bro.
Dragon-ish week. So week.
Shout out to Ethiopia.
Yo, word. Another 2-month membership to Yonko status, our highest tier of membership.
Hey, not like a dark-skinned Ethiopian woman too.
Yo, facts. This
Yeah,
one I follow
bro.
on IG. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah,
Anyway,
bro.
uh,
Make me water.
it's from Life with Anime Podcast.
The
Bros.
Hey, what's up?
It says, you're glad we finally got to link up with y'all boys, even though Larry got there late and left early. Gotta connect again soon. # Seb owes me money. I do? We'll talk. # Kiko says, hi, Larry.
Stop,
#
bro.
Sanji got put on his back yet again. The feet was in the air too, bro.
Yeah, bro.
The feet was in the air.
Yeah, bro.
But yo, that is Life with Anime Podcast. Our guys, Joe and Preston, please, if you haven't already, please follow them. They're on YouTube. They're on Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. They're awesome. They do dope content, and we worked with them at Momocon. It was a lot of fun.
We showed mad love in the beginning of the episode for the boys, but yeah, man.
Joe Matako, you
love those two guys, man. Love them.
We got another 5 from Juicebox5968. It says, "What if Roger pulled the Captain Kuro and is waiting for Luffy at Laughdale? I would hate that."
So he just left his son.
Wait, Captain Kuro, what is that?
Captain Kuro faked his passing so that he could become a butler to try to steal the treasure. It's like he faked his passing and all that stuff so he could wait for Luffy at Raftel.
Who did that?
Saying Roger.
Captain Kuro. The cat guy.
Dude,
No.
Saying Roger did it.
That?
He's at Raftel right now.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I hope not.
Another 20 from Louis Ladle.
You got this.
I don't know what to do. It says, "Hey guys, what do you think is the significance of the One Piece after this chapter? I'm starting to think that Roger told the world about the One Piece just for people to find out about the past. Hashtag best book club, love ya." 100% was why he left it, because he realized he wouldn't be able to make the actual change necessary in the time that he had left on this earth. Yeah. So that's definitely a major proponent as far as like other significant elements of it. I don't know if you guys have anything.
I think that's the true meaning wise, but there is supposed to be like a treasure there. Oda said there's going to be a treasure, and supposedly Roger himself liked flashy things.
Listen, man, all I said was that there had to be another reason for Roger doing what he did. And a lot of people said, "I'll take Larry." Duh. L takes.
Like the
big Megamind over here. Big Megamind, L takes.
Like the stream.
Of course Roger just did it to, start the pirate era. What other reason would there be? Duh.
Did you really get a lot of pushback on that?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And now look at y'all. Stuck.
Expand your thinking, man.
Yeah, man.
You got glue brain.
We got another 5 from Mama Kid. It says, "If you could build a realistic pirate crew using characters from any anime to beat the Rocks pirates, who would it be?"
See, that's too
much,
that's
Mama.
That's a big question, man.
Hit me in the Discord, bro.
But just know Yusuke gonna be the captain, bro.
I was about to say
yeah, Yusuke the captain, bro. There's not a lot of people messing with Yusuke, dog.
I'll probably pick off of my grid of people that I have in my.
By the way, when did he leave off in the show? What age? Yusuke?
Oh, he was like 14, 15.
He was like 15, right?
He was
16?
He started the show like at 12, 13. It was like 15 at max.
When he fought Yami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like he ended the show. It's like 15 to 17 matches.
Yeah, nobody. That's Luffy potential, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's over for that.
Beyond Luffy potential, bro. It's Toon Force got crazy.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Rono Chris. It says, "There you go. Make that Costco trip worth it, Seb. Thank you, bro. This doesn't go to me." In case you didn't realize. Not where the money goes.
Wilding out.
But thanks. We got another 14 from VFS. Says, "Yo, been watching for a minute. I never get to make it to the streams. I work late club nights and watch streams."
You a stripper?
Watch the streams after work to help relax.
Bro, I watched a movie that said, "Make the money, don't let the money make you." And it was a good stripper movie.
He could be a bartender.
What movie?
I don't know. It's about some black girl.
Oh,
yeah,
Players Club. No, yeah, Players Club.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I
Shout
watched it when I was
Ray,
like
bro.
12. I should definitely not have been watching that.
Shout out to Lisa Ray, bro. To continue VFS's super chat, it says, "I appreciate y'all. Larry, you got the worst takes.
Thank you.
Twins with a heart. Damn,
thank you.
No Sebi love?
It's all right, bro.
At least I got mentioned.
I don't need love, bro.
Yeah.
We got another 5.
Haters my ancient fuel energy.
We got another 5 from Regular D. It says, "Who will replace the Noah? The Sea King said that clan. I think it's a clan of ʍ𝐴voudermen that have moved on."
No.
I assumed it was the D clan the whole time, but
no, I don't think it's the D
maybe.
clan. Again, we never got the ancient shipwrights name, like ever. Like it's never been stated. They're just ancient shipwrights. They built Pluton, bro. And remember, like I said earlier in the episode, it was stated that how could humans even build this? So I think that there was an ancient clan on Water 7. They don't exist anymore. And yeah.
Yeah. We got another 2 from Lozart. It says, JJK fans, hashtag gay when I get you gay. I'm not caught all the way up in the manga in JJK, but JJK has it's probably the worst fan base in the game right now because all they do is spoil. So, yeah, you guys kind of suck.
I'm glad I'm not in it.
Did you watch the movie on the flight?
I did watch the movie.
Did you like it?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna watch season 2?
Maybe.
Season 2 is fire, bro.
It was alright.
Especially the hidden inventory part.
Yeah. I feel like the movie kind of dragged. Yeah.
We got another
Fights were dope.
2-month membership to Yonko status from Left Lane John Wayne. Says, enjoying the stream, guys. This is the best book club out there. Do you think we'll see the remaining admirals get active in this arc? Seb, what's up with the DDT? Hashtag TOPT. Hashtag best book club. Hashtag Larry on one. The DDT is making a comeback. I promise it is. The remaining admirals? No.
Yeah. Not this arc.
No. And another 5 from Ruby's Wolf. It says, when y'all gonna do the King versus Law debate on here? Discord finally calmed down with it. Also, dull Seb's faves. Probably whenever we do the next DDT. I know I was looking at a 𝐿𝐶𝐬𝐿𝐴 gauntlet potentially, but we'll see, bro. I know that was a heated debate that is consistent on the Discord for Law versus King. We've talked about it a few times on stream, but I'd like to do a DDT focused on at least one. That is one of the matchups. So we'll see. It's coming, man. It's coming. But I saw Super Chats for now.
All right.
So.
Yeah. Marv?
And they said we wasn't getting the calls, bro.
No.
Liars.
Weak observation hockey.
Right. I'm talking about you, Nick.
Super weak.
Talking about you, Nick.
Observation hockey lacking.
All that doubt, bro. Like the stream.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, KSG, what up?
Oh, what's up, KSG?
What up, bro?
Nothing much. The thing I got to ask is, since the water rose 200 meters, do you think what caused it? Because, not like what caused it, but how was there the water? Because sea level can only rise and fall based off of icebergs and evaporation, all of that. So where do you think the water was, or how do you think it actually rose up?
Emu really had to use the bathroom.
No, so there's a certain part of the manga where Oda talks about ocean currents under the water, and I don't specifically like remember it, but there's like passageways that you could take, and I think the Straw Hats took it at one point.
The White Stream or
The
whatever?
White Streams, yeah.
Right after Fishman.
Yeah, so
Fishman Island.
there might have been some hints during that part of One Piece, but my idea is that the knockup streams are not natural at all. So
I mean, if we use like,
it's definitely like a rise and fall.
so if you put like anything in a body of water and it increases the mass and the water will rise. So like something I put in the water, the red line I think is the easiest answer because it's just the only thing that's giant from probably that era or whatever that like probably got added and would increase the levels of water everywhere. But like how? You know what I mean? I would say the red line is what caused it. That's my answer for now. How, why, whatever, I don't know, but the red line caused the sinking or the increases of water.
The creation of the red line?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah.
Or it could be like due to, well, that doesn't make sense. Whenever you add like an ice cube into your drink, it rises the water level.
Displacement.
Yeah. So there's probably displacement happening. We just don't know where. But it could be like, yo, listen, man, you know, Akaino's devil fruit exists out there. He can make islands if he so chose to. But I doubt that a couple hundred devil fruits are going to raise the sea level that much. So I'm completely off on that.
You never know, bro. This could be the act of one devil fruit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's an interesting idea? Never gets explained enough. In the Z movie, Z's ultimate goal was to destroy the volcanoes that seem to be like an equator.
What were they
throughout
called
the
again?
planet?
The chaos points or something?
I forgot what they were, but if you destroyed all three of them, something would happen to the planet. I think volcanoes would just go crazy around the planet itself and destroy it. And I think that's what he was trying to do or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Oda does do some hints, so it could be something like that. I don't know.
Dynastones.
Dynastones.
I don't remember what the points were called, but yeah.
Yeah, but that was like on the geography of the One Piece world. So, yeah.
And do you think we're going to see the water rising now? Or do you think it's just going to be, it's said and we're not going to see it happen type of thing?
Oh, we're definitely seeing the water levels rise now. And it's
So,
going to be crazy.
my question was, when the sea levels rose, did it raise over a period of 100 years? Or did it just raise immediately?
Good point.
That's the number one question, because if so, then that means that the sea levels have always been rising. They probably rise, what, like an inch every year? Because remember, 1 meter is 3 feet. So that's a lot of water. But if it happened so many hundreds of years ago, then, you know, I can see like how it wouldn't affect right now. Like Vegapunk said, it wouldn't take a whole century in order for this to happen. It would have had to happen immediately.
Yeah.
So it depends on like, I think because the whatever weapon was used and it brought down and made the water rise, I think it would take a couple of those in order to make it rise. Because again, Vegapunk said, I can't replicate their technology. I could give you a piece of it though. And it's like, okay, so he was able to give us 1 meter, whereas the other one gave us 200 meters. So it proves how much of a difference there is between both inventions.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think we're going to start to slowly see it. Be like some islands, beaches have been taken over by water, but I don't think it's going to be a main focal point, sort of like how Long Island has changed with it. Like, I don't think we're going to see anything that drastic.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens, because this might be you know how Oda has always done the time trope, where, oh my god, we got 10 minutes before this happens.
Yeah.
It might be like, yo, we only got like a year before we turn to Water World.
See, this is where I'm so curious about like what's gonna happen with Oda, and this is like, I don't think it's gonna end shortly because there's so much he has to cover. Because all right, we have what's happening here with new information about the water rising 2 meters, 200 meters, and all that stuff, right? And then you have Luffy's dream, you know? Like, what is Luffy's dream? How's this affected?
To play in the best water park ever.
Right? So it's like, are we going to get where the water is rising and Luffy, as this Joy Boy who's not supposed to lose or supposed to overcome it, like, do something where he changes the world where the water goes back to its original state or lowers or doesn't rise? Like, he stops that? Like... You know, like, I don't know what Oda's planning here, but I could kind of see that. But then it makes you realize that Luffy keeps talking about he doesn't want to be the hero, but then he's like the hero the world kind of needs, because the last Nika, because of the war he ended up doing, he caused the world to be in the world that it is now. You know? Yeah. And Luffy's, in a way, by being this Nika, is supposed to not want to be a hero, is supposed to save the world from its whole demise of being flooded. You know?
The interesting part, too, is like, this is the reason why the world government suppressed this information about the ancient weapons, right? Is because of the fact that they know how dangerous it may be. And probably one of the reasons why they want Vegapunk to shut up is because people start looking for these ancient weapon technologies. And if someone comes into possession, like the first villain that we had in Alabasta, Crocodile, who was looking for Pluton.
Who was also a pirate.
He was like, yo, I want that. So if they have that, they might be trying to make sure the world is safe. They might be trying to be like, yo, we can't give you the blueprints to Uranus, because if you do, another 200 meters, everyone's passed away. That means only the people on the red line survive.
Yeah.
What do we do then? What world do we control? So it's like, let's keep this out of all hands. So it's kind of interesting because they probably been looking for Pluton but just couldn't find it, and now it's at Wano of all places.
Yeah.
So if Momonosuke releases the borders and opens it, and then Pluton comes out of nowhere, we might even say that. This is where it gets a little crazy too, because you remember that theory I had where like Pluton's filtration system is probably the reason why the waters of Wano happen to be all whirlpools.
Mm-hmm.
It might be that it's affecting the environment of Wano to that degree because it's such a inhuman ship.
Yeah.
Well, if that's possible, then what is it going to do once it reaches the surface?
Mm-hmm.
It might start shaping weather itself too, if Uranus is not doing it. We have to start thinking out the outside the realms for these ancient weapons and what they're capable of. They might be things that, like, they might be destroying the planet. There's a reason why the 20 Kingdoms had to be like, yo, stop this, bro. Like, y'all literally wilding out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
KS, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
Yeah. Just, all I gotta say is, Larry, quit wilding out. Seb, keep Ramona's name out your mouth. And I got nothing. I got nothing for you, Lionel. You're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go to Lionel.
That's funny.
Chat, like the stream. Buggy Gang sucks. And
Oh, hang on, Marv. Hang on. Oh,
Thank you.
man.
Have a good one. Appreciate you.
Buggy Gang slander and Corona hype. I can't.
Hey, how's it going? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Oh, hey, my name's Joel Rivera. I'm doing good. How are you
Hey,
guys?
what's up,
Hey, how's it
Joel?
going, Joel?
How's it going, brother?
What's up?
I'm good. I've been hearing you guys for a couple of months. I'm surprised I made it through. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Thank you for calling up.
So I have like a little theory I've been thinking about for a while now.
Spit game, bro.
It's about Luffy's Gear 5. It's like all white. It kind of seems like incomplete. Seems like Oda wants to do something more, add something to him. Something about like the end of Egghead with the Mother Flame, even though it's just like an artificial version that Vegapunk made. Maybe that'll make the difference between Gear 5 Luffy completing it and versing the Gorosei on the way out.
How do you mean? Like him eating the Mother Flame or him utilizing it to fight? How do you mean?
Like, because he has that big energy jump towards the end. So I'm saying either he like touches it or like fuses with them, or he like eats it, and he goes from white to like the initial thought people had with the color spread. It goes to like his orange or red, golden form, kind of like an actual sun god, like a Nika form.
Yo, there was you remember that color spread where they were dressed like Nintendo characters? You remember
No.
what Luffy was?
He was Ken, right?
He was Ken from Street Fighter, and he had fire on his hair, but he had the glove.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that might have been
I mean, I kind of like it. My only issue is that Vegapunk referenced Luffy as the White Warrior, with like as like that's what Nika is. That's what Joy Boy was, right? Like so,
Yeah.
I don't know that there is a color change coming that'll make him emulate this other person more. If that's what Vegapunk is referring to him as, maybe though. Like Vegapunk doesn't have all the information, obviously.
yeah.
I don't know what's the hottest flame. Is it white?
Yeah, it's like blue, white. The only thing I think of.
I mean, the sun is white.
Right. So
I'll give them this. And to me, if you're gonna go that route, all right, changing and making the flames, I'd rather him not eat the Mother Flame because, for example, I think it's very interesting that Luffy's somehow also able to make his own fire, right? Red Hawk, right? It burns, it makes on fire. So, but he's never did something like that, like really harnessing that in Gears 5th, So what if he takes that same concept of how he does it in Gears 2nd, right, combined with his Haki or however he does it, into manifesting it more so in Gear 5th, right? Will that change how he's using the fire? Will it be more amplified more? And if he does it, creates his own mold combined with that, like a Red Hawk, Gear 5th Luffy, or he's able to hold that longer and create his own fire. I would rather it be that way instead of him taking something that Vegapunk made and harnessing that power.
Bro, I just want him to say flame on.
So I actually do vibe with it a little bit. My only issue is like if Luffy just eats it like it's a Del fruit. If he is to consume it, I would rather it be in the same vein that like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho got that orb, and it was like a week-long trial of like him fighting to be stronger. Like I don't like the idea of Luffy just powering up on some like, yo, I ate this or I consumed this. If there's like a drawback to it that affects him, like Yusuke had, or like Zoro with Kuma's pain, or overcoming it, whatever. Like your will has to be tested for you to absorb this, you know. Like if he just eats a star like Sonic and it's now gold, like I'm like, all right, bro, like okay,
a star.
That's just the reference I'm making. Like
Emerald.
I was thinking Smash Bros.
Super Mario. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh no,
dun,
that
dun,
orb
dun,
is
dun,
it's not a
dun.
star. You're right. What is that orb?
It's an emerald, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. Chaos
It's been
Emerald.
a while, bro. It's been a while.
Come on, bro.
It's been a long time.
Glue brain.
No, my thought for it with because my thought was it'd be temporary, because like with Emu using the other one and how it just died out and she's waiting for the other mother flame be made by Vegapunk, it'd be temporary, and then it dies off whatever drawback, and then it was leading to something further with like the Logias. We haven't seen those awakenings, but bringing back Ace's Devil Fruit and Sabo's Devil Fruit, whatever awakening he might potentially have, it'll be like Luffy struggling in whatever final battle. He trying to he turns into a mother flame kind of, and kind of like another sad death, and gives it to Luffy. That was kind of where my thought was going towards.
Yo, low key, Big Mom, mother flame. She had a flame on her head.
I went to Brook.
Brook. Why Brook?
What if Brook uses his Devil Fruit to go into the mother flame, bro? And
oh, he leaves his body and takes possession of the mother flame?
What if it kills him?
True.
type shit.
Type shit.
I don't know. It's an interesting thought process, though, man. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah,
Nice talking
thank
to
you.
guys.
Good to hear from you.
What'd you say?
No, you guys do really well. I'll continue watching. You guys are really good.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate
that
you
so much.
I hope you have a beautiful day, man.
You too. Have a good one.
All right, later.
Yo, one day somebody's gonna call and be like, "You guys fucking suck."
And I hate Marv. It's just like, when have you ever spoke to Marv? Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Anthony.
Hey, I hear that. I hear that chair. I hear
You
it.
hear that thing squeaking?
I hear it. Backing that thing up. What's up, bro?
Yo, there, you wild, but you've been lying on all streams, bro.
Yo, I haven't, bro. I missed y'all,
Yes,
bro.
you have, dog. It's all on full.
Listen, bro.
You on chance the camera.
Yeah,
What you
it's
mean?
on camera, bro.
All
1080p.
right, I have more of a question. They were saying that when Vegapunk was announcing what he was explaining the world was going on, that there's both sides to this war, And do you think we're gonna get the same, not like the same thinking towards Blackbeard when we get his backstory? Will there be will there be a right or a wrong type of deal? Will we have any meaning to it? That makes sense.
Yeah.
I just want to know what y'all thinking.
That's honestly very interesting. Though I think it'll be a little different because maybe I'm alone on this. Even though Blackbeard is bad, I don't view him as evil. For example, how the way, I know there's no wrong or right apparently because they may have the reason. To me, it doesn't really justify it, but in their mind, it justifies the means to the ends, right? But I'm talking about for the Gorosei. Because to me, all what you're doing, it seems evil to me. But to their mind, no, this is for the greater good, supposedly, right? But what we see what Blackbeard's doing, it doesn't come off as straight evil how the world government comes off, right? It's more like he's trying to, any means possible, right? I'm just trying to achieve my goal, right? I'm trying to acquire my massive army or my people and make it to the top, achieve my goal. So Blackbeard never really came off as evil. He just came with a dude that I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want to win. You know?
That's not true.
That's
Yo,
that's
bro,
how it came
what
off
is
to me.
Lawrence talking about, bro?
Man, listen.
Did you go to service this Sunday?
You gotta.
Because, bro, what?
Nikki Thomas.
He literally murked Absalom just for his devil fruit. He actively goes and murks people for their devil fruits, regardless if they're probably even children, bro.
Blackbeard actively takes joy in like harming others.
Lawrence, he
Like,
went to
legit.
Impel Down and was like, yo, all of y'all murk each other, and whoever's the last one is on my crew. Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just use observation and be like, all right, yo, you strong enough, come through?
All right, I don't know if he had an observation like that, but also too, you're asking him to like Empel Down.
Yo,
It's-
what?
No, but like this, but Empel Down is also just full of criminals. It's not like he went to like
Said criminals?
He
You don't know that.
Yo, hold on, Lawrence,
What
hold
proof
on,
you
hold
got,
on. Even-
Lawrence?
even
This is
beyond
level
that-
6.
Even beyond that,
Come on,
them
bro.
being criminals was like his purpose. Like these are the worst criminals in the
As
world.
a black man,
That's a better
how many
thing.
wrongfully
Oh my
convicted
God.
people
Listen.
is in Impel Down, Lawrence?
Okay.
Huh? How many? How many, Lawrence,
Okay.
had to suffer
Lawrence,
the wrath
defend
of the
yourself.
system?
Defend yourself, Lord.
Being
Fight back,
redlined.
Jeez.
First of all, one, they're in the system by who? By another evil organization.
What you
So-
think the U.S. is, bro? Think they ain't somebody Blackbearding out here?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. So what I'm trying to
Blackbeard
say
out here blackmailing. We keeping a buck? That's evil.
Yeah, what are you defining as evil right now?
Yeah, bro. Define
That's
it,
what I need to
bro.
understand.
Yeah,
this.
bro.
no. So what I'm just saying is,
Blackbeard
like,
ain't a good person, bro.
I never said he was a good person.
Oh, being a good person, and being evil, two different things.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a good person, right? And you even went to like he might just start murking kids for their abilities. I don't even know
wouldn't?
about that.
He wouldn't. If a child, let's just say Law's sister, had the out fruit and he knew about it,
No hesitation.
no hesitation she
No
getting
hesitation,
murked, bro.
bro.
Little
wouldn't
girl
doubt
will
it.
be thrown to the wayside.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No hesitation.
Well, what I'm thinking is here is I feel like Blackbeard has a reason to go crazy. You feel me?
That's evil of you to
Just like the
say.
thing-
That's evil of you to say.
So he's basically is there nuance to what Blackbeard's doing, right? And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it being nuanced. Doflamingo had nuance. He's still evil. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like
Mhm.
there's a justification for your actions, but if you
but
know
I mean-
better and you still do the wrong thing every time down, you evil, bro. That's Blackbeard.
But
he goes out of his way to do the wrong thing. And he seemingly has enough knowledge to know better.
Lawrence, he was creating
but remember,
adultery,
you-
bro.
you-
We
you
seen him
could-
locked up
you
with
could say the
2
same thing
girls.
to Dopey.
What happened?
You could say the same thing to Dopey. He was born a man as like a celestial. He was born a celestial dragon, and even his little brother and his whole family wanted to change of heart. Oh shit! Never mind. I just fucked myself. Oh shit! My fault.
Language,
Yo,
bro.
did you just curse like 4 times?
You evil.
I'm sorry.
Because
evil, bro.
you know better.
Who this man?
I'm sorry. But what I'm trying to say is that I feel like there is a bit of nuance of Blackbeard doing his evil stuff, and then same thing with Dopey. You feel me? But Dopey is, he's had to take it in his own hands. Why can't we say the same thing to Blackbeard?
Listen, man.
But we just don't know yet. I just don't want to
Listen,
speculate too much.
will Blackbeard be justified in his actions in the end of the day? Probably not. Will there be an interesting reasoning behind it? Sure. It's still gonna be like, yo, you was wilding. You still killed your mans for power. You still enslaved countries. You still sold people to the government. You still freed Impel Down. Like he still did
What
too
country he
much.
enslaved?
He taken over.
Hachinosu.
Not even just Hachinosu. He I don't want to say enslaved. Maybe enslaves too much.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
But he's taking over territory for power, and
to me,
he's not actually doing anything.
what I'm trying to say is the reason why because he used the comparison of finding out the not the wrong or right is their abuse point. So I was comparing to for example, to me, as we can see, it's clear as day. Doflamingo, regardless of his action, what he's doing was pure evil. He didn't care about anything or anyone else. even to the point where his own crew is like, sacrifice your life for me. As
He
long as I
literally
achieve
said
what I
that
want,
on
right?
Legendary.
And then the girls say, right? They're practically the same thing, maybe even more amplified, right? And the only thing they're loyal to is 𝐸. Everything else can just be sacrificed, right? What I'm trying to say is where Blackbeard is like, he's just, in a way, not that it's a good thing, I'm saying it's like pure evil. I think to that level of pure evil, I'm not saying he was or is. He's a traditional pirate. And he's going to do pirate stuff because this is how he learned, in a way, this world works. You got to be a pirate to succeed.
There's levels to how evil you can be. Like, Enel's probably the most evil of the villains.
The most?
Yeah.
Out of even the Gorosei and Doflamingo and them.
I have to see what's good with the Gorosei. I think Enel's more evil than Dofi, personally. Dofi still did have love in his heart for people he cared about. He still was willing to go. When he heard what happened to Virgo and Monet and the stuff went left, he went there himself. Not just for convenience. He cared about what was going to happen to Baby 5 and Buffalo.
See,
it's true.
He
would still be willing to sacrifice them to further his goals, but he still cared about those people.
But to me, is it only reason why he cared is because of how they affected his own plot or scheme? Or did he care about them individually as a person? Because I feel like Doflamingo
both things can be true.
Because I kind of feel like Doflamingo mostly cared because I need them for my scheme,
bro.
my goal.
You're trying to tell me when Virgo called him, he was like a "you've been with me the longest" partner. Like, that didn't have any effect on him?
Let me ask you a question.
Like, that, there is none of that with Enel. There's none of that with Enel.
Let me ask you a question, real quick. Let me ask you a question. What is Doflamingo's ability?
Manipulation, controlling people.
Yeah, exactly, right? And we always talked about...
Come on,
No.
It's not all of that,
No,
bro.
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Doflamingo, we always talked about how people's abilities represent their personality. Doflamingo was like one, he has his strings, his hands, and everything to manipulate, control everything. You don't think that he was doing the same thing? The way he would talk to people was very manipulative and controlling, whatever, scheming to get them on their side. So he controls everything.
But Lawrence, you can be that person and still have people that you care about, and still manipulate them.
But that's the thing.
I manipulate you. I still care about you, bro.
See, what I'm saying is right. The same one I'm talking about is the same thing we saw. Like, all right, you say that the reason why he has to care, it could be the same reason why he just shows to show that I care, to show you that. 'Cause the same thing, right? If you want to take even his family. His father and his brother. As soon as they started doing things that he didn't like, what did he do?
That's not entirely true either. It's not things he didn't like. It was things that put him in harm's way. His father's actions led to him and his brother having to eat dirt, their mother dying, them getting crucified. His brother betraying him led to, I might get arrested right now. I'm losing out on things. I can't trust you anymore.
Enel ate a devil fruit and just destroyed his whole city, bro.
There's no comparison to me.
And then he did it to Skypiea.
There's no comparison.
You're making it seem like...
He's Frieza, bro.
No. But you're making it seem like Doflamingo's dad did something evil.
No.
Because that's what you're saying. Like it justified it. This dude's like, he said, "Father, where are the slaves? There's no, we don't have any more slaves. And now, because I'm suffering because we don't have any slaves, we're not living the life where we are above literally everyone else." That's what Doflamingo didn't like. So he killed his father for it. So how does that make it better? How does that make that good?
But there's a
justify what he did.
But this is what Anthony's saying. There's a causation. One, whether Homing rolled this out to Doflamingo in the first place is like how he did it. There's arguments he made that it was a poor decision to do it in the way that he did it. Two, the results that happened to them over those 2 years, you have to factor that in too. If it was just, we don't have slaves anymore, we're not living the high life anymore, is he still murdering his father? Probably not.
Yes.
But there's no guarantee of that. The fact is, they were crucified. They were hunted, persecuted. The mom passed away. They was eating dirt, getting jumped on a daily basis. They were basically being treated as slaves that they used to have. If that all doesn't happen, it's not a justification. You're not. He's not listening.
No, I am listening.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Lawrence, what I'm saying is, if all of that doesn't happen, odds are he doesn't murder his father. You're saying he was murdering his father regardless.
No.
Then why didn't he murder his father immediately?
No. Well, I'm trying to say
He could have got a gun at any time and been like, nah, F that.
Sebastian,
now,
what I'm trying to say is right here.
all of that stuff had to happen first. He had to start the resentment towards his father. Father, why are we going through this? You saw him asking those questions.
Sebastian, you're forgetting this right. All this comes from the selfishness that is in Doflamingo.
Okay. I'm not saying he's not evil, Lawrence.
No.
I never said that.
No, I'm saying this. What did Doflamingo's father do to Doflamingo personally that caused him to take him out? Nothing. It's because, right, how Doflamingo treated people in general, right, was bringing him back at him, and that's what he didn't like. His father did nothing to him. He really told him that the way we lived up there, of how we used to treat people as slaves and all that stuff, we're no longer doing.
Did he actively instill that new thought process into Doflamingo before he made the decision to take them down to the regular
No,
level?
that he didn't.
No, he didn't. So how are you going to be like, nah, homing isn't in some way culpable?
Enough to get murked by your son?
Bro, look at what they're going through.
Sebastian, so no matter what you say,
What you
Sebastian, no,
mean?
I'm gonna tell you, no matter what you say, you treating people poorly and then you suffering the consequences of those actions does not equate to Doflamingo taking out his father.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. Doflamingo has to make those decisions and act as a reasonable actor at 8 years old. At 10 years old, I'm supposed to value those decisions that are made and make rational decisions based off of it. At 8 and 10.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you were asking of him.
Sebastian, if not killing your father is worked out as a rational decision, that's no.
Bro,
that's not what it is, bro. That's not what it is.
And listen, I love Dad to death.
Sebastian, that's
if
over.
Dad put us through what Doflamingo's dad put Doflamingo through, I might clip Dad too.
Wow.
Yo, bro.
What are we talking about?
I don't know why you say that.
Mom gone.
That's crazy.
Mom gone, bro.
Bro,
yo,
that is so.
Listen,
because you realize it wasn't homing. It was the fact that the way they treated people.
Yo,
it wasn't homing.
Homing allowed me to be raised and nurtured in that society for 8 years. Why? Make that decision earlier then.
Sebastian,
tell me that this is wrong earlier then.
Sebastian, then why didn't Cortisone react this way?
He's not innately evil.
Okay, that's the whole point I'm talking about.
But Lawrence, I never said Duffy wasn't evil.
Sebastian,
I'm saying the actions he took are still causation.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that no matter who it is, no matter who you are in your relationship with Doflamingo, you step out of his line. He treats you the same way. Cortisone, he treats you the same way. It could be anyone in his crew, right? If you do anything against him, right? Law, what did Law, we'll go back to Law. What did Law do so bad? Because Cortisone forced him to eat the fruit, right? And took him out. And remember how Doflamingo viewed Law? He forced him to eat the fruit, and then Law just started doing his own thing. But as soon as Doflamingo saw Law, what? Beat him down, torture, all that. It wasn't no like, yo, try to talk to him to get to my side. No. It was already an enemy, because guess what? I already see you as an opposing threat. So right here, no matter who you are, if you do things that Doflamingo does not like, he murks you. We've seen this. We've seen an example of that. But Sebastian, Bellamy, the one of the most, he could have been as loyal or was as loyal as Virgo and all of them. But guess what? All he was a mess up. He just wasn't strong enough. How did Doflamingo treat Bellamy? It doesn't matter how loyal you are to him. It all depends on how Doflamingo views you and how he views you as an asset or not. If you're not an asset, you're a liability, you're taken out.
That's true.
You're taken out.
That is true for the most part. You can still care about people. You're telling me all of it is a facade, and I disagree. That's what you were saying.
No. It depends on if he cares about you, how much of your asset to him. If you're not an asset, that's Doflamingo shows. But if you're not a real asset to him, if you're a real asset, I care about you. If you're not, I don't.
That's messed up. That's not innately evil.
That is evil.
No, it's not.
That's just using people. If you're not of use to me, I get rid of you. If you're of use to me, that is evil. If you're of use to me, yeah, you can hang around.
But hold on. He didn't even get rid of Bellamy when he didn't feel like he was useful to him originally. Like, he did it. He allowed him to come back.
He was playing him.
After he was beating him down and torturing him, and then Bellamy's begging for his life. All right, I'll give you another chance to do something else.
You embarrassing my flag, bro.
And also, too, what was it after, right? He even showed them, I never believed that you were going to succeed. I just it just entertained me seeing you try. And then now that I got bored of it.
I'm not saying that it's not evil,
then when Luffy got bored of it, you know what? Take him out. I'm kind of bored with this. Take him out. This is not evil to you?
I didn't say he was. Yo, when did I say he wasn't evil, bro?
Sebastian, what I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. If any of them, like Virgo, all of them, if they started stepping out of line to add a Doflamingo's favor as a more of a liability, Doflamingo's taking them out.
That's not evil. That's leadership.
That is horrible leadership, dude. As soon as it came in convenience, because when I know it's evil, you talking about he flew over there. Why did he flew over there first instead of telling Virgo?
Because he thought he could handle it.
No. I'm talking about Virgo. Instead of me flying over there, because that's what Luffy would do. What did he tell Virgo? Die for me.
No, he told Monet to die for him.
Yeah. Instead of going over there, right?
That was the most convenient thing to happen.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Yo,
you're a liability now.
Lawrence,
you're done.
What you're saying is that he felt nothing when he told Monet to do that. That's just not true. He still felt something.
And I'm telling you right now, through his manipulation, he makes them believe that he's feeling something. He don't care.
So it's all a facade.
Yes.
In your mind.
I disagree. What is his ability? Puppet master.
You're making Doflamingo out to be a much more hollow character.
That is
than he actually is.
Sebastian.
I'm telling you.
That is
and you're just wrong.
I'm not wrong, bro.
Okay. All right.
See what you did, bro.
Oh, I love it.
See what you did, bro.
Dog.
But thank you, man. We got 5 minutes left of the show now. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you calling in as always, man.
Anel more evil, bro. I don't care what you talking about. Blackbeard, maybe we'll see. Anel's time to close.
You gotta, BBL7. You gotta come on the Blackbeard gang, man. You gotta establish a gang.
My man said he would murk his dad, bro. That's so funny.
Put me through all that.
Lawrence, you gotta talk to Pop.
Yo,
you gotta talk.
If I tell Dad what Dofi's dad put him through, Dad agree with me, bro.
No, he wouldn't.
He's crazy, bro.
I'm not.
All right, bro.
Said, get out my house.
Enjoy the rest of your night, brother.
Love y'all. Have a good one.
Much love, man. Peace.
See ya.
That's it, Marv, for calls.
Hey, man, I stand on it, bro.
Marv, like, he said he was gonna murk his dad.
Listen, bro.
Damn. Who I got in my studio? Sebastian out here saying he's innately evil, and then Sebastian's like, I do what he do. It's like, what are we talking about?
Can't, bro.
We all capable of things, man. That's all I'm saying.
Let's get these super chats. Let's get the rest of them. Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video.
We got 5 from No One Special. It says, do you think Rayleigh is at 𝑊𝐶𝑐 to help combat the flood with the ship coding, and Crocus did the same with Laboon's stomach? Last super love Nakama. Probably, yeah. I think all of Roger's old crew is uniquely situated to deal with flooding on some way. We got a Nakama subscription from Mehmet. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We got 10 gifted memberships.
Oh, thank you.
From Firearms.
Firearms, thank you.
For those of you that are receiving these memberships, please throw W's or Nakama fists in the chat for Firearms. We got another 5 from Mr. Prince. It says, Dofi will murk people that get in the way of his plans. Anel will murk you just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, they're 2 different levels of evil here, bro. Another 5 from MJ. It says, Law, take them shades off because you can't see what Seb is talking about. Thank you, MJ. And thank you again, MJ, for 50 gifted memberships.
MJ,
what
major Nakama fist for MJ.
Seriously.
For everybody that's receiving one right now, please start posting it for MJ, bro.
That's wild.
Golly. Thank you, MJ. Bro. You guys are making our memberships go up like crazy. Yeah, I think it's probably the 2nd highest we've ever had.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this month. So, awesome. Jesus, bro. You guys are going nuts, man.
We got another 10 from Anthony Herrera. It says, thank you so much for picking up my calls and showing all much love. Hashtag Blackbeard Gang. Hashtag Dofi the Dog.
Of course, man. Yo, you got us riled up. You got them riled up.
Yeah, man. Lawrence is tripping.
You got, yeah, the Seb was talking crazy.
Listen, bro.
Yo, that was so funny, bro. I low-key was like... I know people are going to listen to this episode, and you know how people don't watch it? They're probably going to hear it and be like, yo, dude,
that was wild.
Yo, that was so wild.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, but thank you guys for chilling. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had a good time.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
I wish Lionel was here.
Glad to be back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we might have not hit calls if Lionel came through.
We had like 40 minutes left when we got the calls.
Probably would have.
We would have had like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we would have had like one call.
Mm-hmm. We wouldn't have got this one probably.
Yeah, but this was a good episode to be back. Yeah, and there's no break next week, I think.
I mean, they didn't say that last time, and there was no chapter.
Nah, there's no break for sure. I just saw it.
I can't call it, bro.
Yeah, there's no break.
I'm
looking at it right now. It says new chapter in 6 days. So we straight.
Okay.
Yeah, you better watch out for those spoilers. They're probably gonna be crazy when because Vegapunk might end his conversation, like his broadcast next chapter.
So I'm thinking it's next chapter or the chapter after that. It's one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those, bro. It has to be.
I've been spoiler free for like.
And it's beautiful.
It's 8 months now, bro.
It's beautiful, bro.
It's amazing. We got another 10 gifted memberships from Firearms.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Firearms,
god,
bro.
Thank you
again. Another
Y'all
10.
Crazy,
Knock 'em a fist for Firearms too, man. Yeah, you guys going nuts as usual. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys, bro.
Thank you
so much.
But
yeah. I think amazing episode, amazing time with the guys, amazing time at Momocon. You guys, if you have any comments, please leave some comments on the video after it ends.
We got another 2. It's from 𝐧𝐶F Incorporated. It says #evil BBL7. I'm not evil. What Luffy say?
Bro, you're innately evil.
What's justice, bro?
But anyway, guys, listen. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Seb.
And Lionel. And this is that One Piece talk.
Oh, we